Renowned OB-GYN, Dr. Lin, it's just a medical report. It's so late, you can't just make her make a trip for nothing, can you? At this very moment, I am facing the most critical test of my medical career. Please, hurry and take a look at the report for me, will you? No way, absolutely not. Miss Sue, you're pregnant, and you want me to write that you aren't? And you want me to issue a report certifying that you're pure? You're asking me to commit a crime. Why is it impossible? Dr. Lin, I did my research on you before coming here. You were the top surgical genius in Jing City, but because you refused to provide a false testimony for the hospital director regarding a medical malpractice case, you were pushed out to Nanjing City and ended up as an OB-GYN. After arriving in Nanjing, because you're a male doctor and have such a stubborn personality, you're looked down upon by patients and squeezed out by the department head. Now you can only scrape by working night shifts as an on-duty doctor. This is just a little extra reward for your hard work. As for Zhao Defa, who's been giving you a hard time lately, I can handle him for you too. Dr. Lin, you wouldn't want your uncle and aunt, who worked so hard to put a medical PhD through school, to end up the laughingstock of the neighbors, unable to even keep a job at the hospital, right? Karma settlement system activated. Skill, Eye of Truth. Can view the target's physical data and core secrets. Karma task detected. Save the coal tycoon Wang Ting from being deceived. Mission system. Earn cash rewards upon completion. Skill. Taiyi Divine Needle. Replicate a portion of Wang Ting's network and resources. Su Wanner. Wang Ting's fiancé, a traditional Chinese-style influencer. Current pregnancy status, 12 weeks. Fetus shows genetic characteristics of another race. High concentration of melanin deposition, does not match her fiancé, Wang Ting. Cuckold index, 99%. This internet-famous icon of purity is actually carrying the child of some foreign national. Miss Sue, please conduct yourself with some dignity. Wanner, what are you doing here? Why did Wang Ting have to show up at a time like this? Wanner, why did you run to the hospital all by yourself? In the middle of the night, is something wrong? I haven't been sleeping well lately, and I didn't want you to worry. You silly girl, why didn't you tell me if you weren't feeling well? Oh, Dr. Lin, right? Sorry for the trouble. How is my fiancé doing? Is there a problem, Mr. Wang? Congratulations. Congratulations? Congratulations for what? Your fiancé is pregnant. Really? Is it true? Wanner, you're pregnant? I just wasn't sure how to tell you yet. This is wonderful news. I'm 45 years old, and other than having a daughter, I thought this was how my life would be. I never expected this. This is great, truly great. But what? There is an issue with this report. What issue? The report says early intrauterine pregnancy of 4 weeks plus. But based on my clinical experience, this data doesn't seem right. Ms. Sue, when was your last period? The 10th of last month. But the thing is, Ms. Sue, when you walked into the exam room, I noticed your gait. Your center of gravity has clearly shifted backward. This kind of change usually happens around the 10th week of pregnancy. At 4 weeks, the embryo is still so small. It's impossible for your body to show such a noticeable compensatory posture. Dr. Lin, are you sure you're not mistaken? I've been losing weight for the past 2 years. I've lost nearly 20 pounds, so my walking style might just look a bit awkward. Ms. Sue, let me check your pulse. Checking my pulse? Dr. Lin, you're an OB-GYN. Isn't checking a pulse a bit unprofessional? A doctor of medicine should also know a bit about pulse diagnosis. It's part of the training. After conception, blood volume increases and the pulse changes. Generally speaking, the slippery pulse characteristics become much more obvious after the 6th week. If it were really only 4 weeks, the slippery pulse wouldn't be this distinct. Wanner, just let Dr. Lin take a look. It's smooth and full. Ms. Sue, your pulse is a classic pregnancy slippery pulse. Based on the pulse, it is definitely not 4 weeks. My assessment is at least 6 weeks or more. Date, January 24th, 2024. Ms. Sue, please get on the exam table. Ting, I'm scared. I've been terrified of medical exams since I was a kid. Can we come back during the day tomorrow? Maybe find a female doctor? Just relax. Well, Dr. Lin, how is it? Mr. Wong, look here. What do you see? Ms. Su is pregnant with twins. Twins? I know you're happy. But hold your excitement for a moment. Looking at the data, the developmental size of these two fetuses corresponds to 12 weeks. That's about 3 months. 3 months ago? My mother taught me since I was little that the most precious things should be saved for the wedding night. I don't think we've even reached that point yet, have we? Mr. Wong, you can take a picture of the data on the screen. The fetal size is objective data. It won't change just because I phrase it differently. If you're still concerned, you can go to any major hospital in the provincial capital tomorrow morning and have it redone. Ting, listen to me, please. My periods have always been irregular. Sometimes they only come every 2 or 3 months, so it's normal to calculate it wrong. Besides, doctors have said that there might be a margin of error between the pregnancy date and the estimate on the report. Ordinary menstrual errors are off by a few days, not by 2 months. No matter how irregular your cycle is, the fetal size on the screen is right there. 12 weeks is 12 weeks. Whose baby is this? Ting, how can you believe a lowly doctor instead of me? He's just a junior doctor on the night shift who can't make it in the hospital. So he's desperate to stir up trouble to get some attention. Dr. Lin. Besides the gestational age, what else can you see? Mr. Wong, look here. Even though the babies are still small right now, but some of the physical traits are already quite obvious, certain developmental markers in these two children don't match the common early features seen in East Asians. Judging by what I just observed, there is a high probability that these two children are not yours. You're out of your mind. Who gave you the right to say such things? You're just a night shift doctor. How dare you make claims based on a broken machine? My children are not his. You have to believe me. He's trying to hurt me. There must be something wrong with this machine. I'm going to the provincial capital for a checkup. Xiao Jiao, pull up his transaction records, travel history, hotel check-ins, and activity logs from 3 months ago. Mr. Wong, I've found it. 3 months ago, around the time you were in Australia for 2 weeks negotiating that mining acquisition, Miss Su claimed she went to Hong Kong for a Chinese art exhibition, but she never even went to Hong Kong. During that entire period, her spending activity was tracked near a high-end expatriate apartment in the Guanhe district of Guangzhou, spending at Western restaurants, bars, and food delivery apps. Everything was for 2 people, and the delivery notes repeatedly said, "Please add extra black pepper sauce. My boyfriend likes it." Access logs for the apartment building show that the person she was living with was a man, a foreign teacher at a language training center. Ting, that's not it. Please, listen to me explain. That man is someone I met when I studied abroad. Later, he told me he was having trouble here and asked to borrow money. I only went to see him to get my money back. He was the one who bought me drinks. I got too drunk, and I don't know what happened. I really didn't mean for this to happen. How many times? Just once. You're lying. I was drunk and taken advantage of. I'm the victim here. Miss Su, medicine relies on evidence. While I was performing the examination earlier, I also happened to check your physical condition. To put it plainly, you have had more than one D&C procedure in the past. For someone with a history of multiple D&C procedures to tell me it was just one accidental time. Miss Su, that story doesn't hold up. Shut your mouth. What right do you have to say these things? I'm going to sue you. Miss Su, you voluntarily completed this follow-up exam with your fiancé present. I am simply fulfilling my duties as a doctor to inform you. On the other hand, you have falsified reports and attempted to make someone else take on the responsibility of raising children that are not his. If we really want to pursue this legally. Ting, please don't be like this. Listen to me. I treated you like a treasure, and I couldn't even bring myself to touch you too much, and yet you. Behind my back, you're playing around like this, and you even wanted me to spend my own money to raise another man's kids? Su Wan, Wang Ting, have been doing business for many years. This is truly the first time I've been played for a fool. Since you're so good at acting, don't blame me for being ruthless. Xiao Jiao. Call those 2 people waiting outside in. Take her away. Send her back to where she's currently staying. Everything she is wearing, carrying, or using. As long as I provided it, take it all back. And the cars, the apartments, the cards, everything her family is enjoying right now. Cut it all off. Tomorrow morning, have the legal team prepare the documents. Let's handle this exactly how it needs to be handled. Didn't she love to scheme? Then let her calculate her own mess from now on. Ting, I was wrong. I truly know I was wrong. Please don't do this. I'm returning everything to you. I don't want any of it. We're getting married in less than a month. You can't do this to me. Take her away. I'm still carrying your child. Mr. Wong, pull your hand back. No matter how angry you are, don't take it out on yourself. The wound isn't deep, but if you don't treat it, you're only going to make yourself suffer. Dr. Lin, thanks to you for today. If you hadn't insisted on a follow-up check, I'm afraid I would have really become the biggest joke in all of Nanjing. I just did the checkups that were required, and said what needed to be said. As for whether you believe it, or how you handle it, that's up to you. Do you know why I fell for her? Her face looks just like someone I loved. When I was younger, I thought I had finally found my long-lost love. I never expected I was actually stepping into a trap. Xiao Jiao, bring the things here. There's no such thing as a free favor in this world. Dr. Lin, I'll remember this kindness. Take these. Brother Lin Feng, inside here is the paperwork for a penthouse duplex in Emerald Bay. And a private black card. Keep it, just in case you need it for emergencies. Brother Wong, it's my duty. I can't accept these. Protecting patient privacy is the most basic professional ethics for a doctor. Alright, Brother Lin Feng. I'll remember you. From now on, in Nanjing, no matter what kind of trouble you run into. Just mention the name Wang Ting, and no one will dare to touch you. Xiao Jiao. Yes, Mr. Wang? Go and look into Lin Feng's situation at this hospital. A doctor so professional. Why is he being assigned to the night shift in OB-GYN? Understood, I'll look into it right away. Also, make a note in my memo. In the future, if I ever look for a partner again. Before we register the marriage, I must bring her to see Dr. Lin Feng first. Understood, Mr. Wang. Briefly review the night shift situation. Regular outpatient clinic, nothing special. No emergency cases in the wards during the night. Last night, we received a patient via the VIP channel. Patient info is confidential. Test results have been archived. No other emergencies. Lin Feng, Director Zhao. A patient came through the VIP channel last night? Who was it? What kind of tests were done? Director Zhao, patient information from the VIP channel is classified. I believe the hospital administration has already sent out notices. If you want to know, you can go ask the administration office. I am the department director. It's not too much to ask about department business, right? It's not too much, but it's useless to ask me. The patient last night was an associate of Wang Ting, the chairman of Nanjing Mining Group. If you really want to know, you can go ask Mr. Wang. What is your relationship with Wang Ting? Doctor-patient relationship. Fine, don't tell me then. But Lin Feng, there's one thing I have to remind you. Your performance evaluation score is below standard, and the administration office is already processing the paperwork. You're back? Yeah. Have you eaten? Oh, Zhao Feng is home. Hey, hi, were you tired from the night shift? There's mung bean soup in the fridge. I cooked it first thing this morning. Dad, these chronic issues of yours really can't be put off any longer. Anyway, I'm free today, so I'm going to buy a set of silver needles and get you and Mom both treated. Mom, I'm heading out for a bit to pick up some things. Wait, Feng, I have something to tell you. Mrs. Wang from next door introduced me to a young lady a couple of days ago. Mom, come on, let me finish first. This one is truly different. She studied finance abroad in the UK and just came back. She's 25 this year and her family runs a building materials business. She's a great catch. Mrs. Wang showed me her photo. She's pretty too. Mom, I'm only 27, there's no rush. Your father and I were married when we were 22. You're already 27 and still single. Your mom's right, just go take a look, meet her once. It's not like I'm asking you to jump into a fire pit. If you don't go, I'll have her come over here instead. Fine. Send me the time and place. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The young lady's name is Shen Qing, and I've already sent you the location. Got it. I'm going to buy those needles first, then I'll hurry back and change into something else. Old Lin, do you think this one will work out? Doubt it. Young Lin, these silver needles were crafted exactly to your specifications. Though, for this gauge, I haven't seen anything like this in over 10 years. Oh, Master Zhang, this gauge is very unique. Years ago, an old gentleman asked me to forge similar ones. He called the technique the Taiyi Divine Needles, something passed down from the Tang dynasty. I've been a craftsman my whole life, and this is only the second set I've ever made. Young Lin, if you truly possess this needle technique, you must make sure to pass it on properly. Don't worry, Master Zhang. Once I've mastered it, I'll show you the results. The time is almost up, don't be late. Make a good impression on the girl. I know, Mom. Miss Shen, I'm Lin Feng. Mrs. Wang arranged this. Mr. Lin, I'm a blunt person. I respect medical professionals. But all my energy is currently focused on the merger and acquisition for my family's building materials company. I don't have any plans for marriage in the near future. I only came today so I wouldn't make things difficult for Mrs. Wang and my mother. That's fine, I understand. You go ahead and handle your business. I'll just rest for a second and have a drink before I head out. Shen Qing, 10% purity, severe endometriosis. Accompanied by severe periodic menstrual pain, with a risk of spontaneous rupture of the cyst on the left side. Current status: pelvic vascular spasms worsening after consuming an iced drink. Expecting a pelvic vascular spasm attack within 5 minutes. Miss Shen, a piece of advice. Don't drink that, your period should be coming soon. If I'm not mistaken, you've had a history of menstrual pain for a long time. And it's quite severe. Have you been investigating my personal privacy? I'm a doctor. Your lips are dark, and your left pinky is curling subconsciously. That's a sign of lower abdominal discomfort. Thank you for your concern, but I know my own body well enough. Sudden medical emergency. Ms. Shen. Listen to me, you need to lie flat right now to relieve the pressure on your pelvis. I'm a doctor, you have to trust me. If we wait any longer, the risk of the cyst rupturing will keep going up. Please, get me a cup of hot water, not warm. The hotter, the better. And bring me a clean blanket or a shawl. Qing, are you okay? Hey, kid, let go of her. Who are you? Dr. Lin Feng. Doctor? With that outfit, what kind of doctor are you supposed to be? She's having an acute attack, get out of the way. She was perfectly fine a second ago, she only started feeling this way after sitting at your table. Did you put something in her coffee? First of all, I never touched her coffee. Second, she is having a gynecological emergency. Third, you are standing in my way of saving her life. Drink a little, you need to get to the hospital right now. I'm going to get my needles. Hold on for 2 minutes. Don't touch her, what right do you have to interfere? Mr. Shu, have you seen a dermatologist about those red spots on the back of your right hand? Go to a top-tier hospital and get a RPR and TPHA test done. One needle is enough. The risk of the abscess rupturing is rising. That's him. Don't let him in. Look man, the ambulance is already on the way, stop causing trouble. She can't wait for the ambulance. Every minute we waste increases the risk, gentlemen. There's a customer inside who's unwell, please stop making a scene. I've already called the police. Lay on your side, with your left side facing up. I'm going to place a few needles in your calves and abdomen. It's going to feel sore and swollen, but it won't be too painful. Are you really doing acupuncture? In a coffee shop? I need to break the cold stagnation and suppress the acute pain. Her breathing seems to have steadied. She was in so much pain earlier. She really is calming down. Lin Feng, thank you. You've only caught your breath for now. You still need to go to the hospital for an emergency checkup. Sorry everyone, I still need to head to the hospital for a checkup. Dr. Lin, could you please take me again? Since the girl already asked him to take her. It proves there's definitely something going on between them. That guy earlier even tried to stop him. He even accused him of drugging her. That's just ridiculous. Ching, let me take you to the hospital. My car is in the parking lot. It's spacious, you can lie down. No need, Xu Xiaobin. You should go get your own hand checked out first. The ambulance is coming anyway, so if you don't mind, I'll stay and wait with you. Thank you, Lin Feng. How did you know about the cyst? And about your level of pain? The first thing we need to consider clinically is endometriosis with a chocolate cyst. The doctor told me to have surgery 2 years ago, but that would mean staying in the hospital. Being hospitalized means I have to take time off, and my family's building materials factory merger is at a critical stage right now. You patients always think you can just wait and see, but you need to understand, if that cyst ruptures, the consequences will be dire. Your medical skills really don't match your hospital salary. You still have the energy to analyze that? You're really used to that finance mindset. When an asset is incorrectly priced, that's exactly the best time to buy in. The cyst wall is still intact for now, it hasn't ruptured yet. But it's already paper thin. If you get another round of spasms, you might not be so lucky next time. I strongly advise you to book a surgery appointment immediately. Fine, I guess I can't dodge this forever. I'll make time to schedule the surgery. Glad you realize that. How about I just register for your shift right now? I'm just on the night shift for OB-GYN emergency services. I don't see patients during the day and I don't handle surgery scheduling for others. What about a night shift appointment then? Hey. So you're planning to exclusively haunt my night shifts and book emergency visits? See you another time, Dr. Lin. Causal event attempt detected. Shen Qing has been persistently pursued by the source of infection, Xu Xiaobin. There is a risk of transmission. The host uses subtle suggestions to prompt the target to become vigilant on their own. Severing the potential chain of risk. Assessment grade, B+ level causal intervention. Not a direct rescue of a victim, but a preventive blockade. Obtained traditional Chinese medicine skill fragment. The second stage of the Tai Zi divine needle, womb warming and meridian regulating needle. Dr. Lin, something happened. What's wrong? You didn't check the department group chat today? No, why? What happened? Director Zhao announced at the staff meeting this afternoon that you're being transferred to the logistics department. He told everyone, said your performance reviews were at the bottom for 3 consecutive months. The hospital office has already approved the order. You graduated from Beijing Medical University, and they want to send you to the logistics department to move oxygen tanks? That's just sick. Let him do what he wants. He's practically riding on your back. And you're just going to let it happen? The order hasn't been officially issued yet. There's still room to change things. Sister Qian, I've got to go. I have to work the night shift tonight. How did the afternoon go? 2.9 yuan. Did that girl like you? Any progress on the herbal medicine drink? Did you at least get her WeChat? Yeah, I did. How's the chatting going? Did you arrange a second meeting? If there's a chance, really put in the effort to talk to her. Don't always use the night shift as an excuse. Alright, Mom, I'm heading to work. Still want some frozen watermelon? Dr. Lin, Mr. Wang is already aware of what Zhao Defa is doing to you. If you need it, Mr. Wang can call the president of Nanjing Hospital at any time. Looks like Wang Ting really investigated that night. From start to finish, using a trump card like this here would be a huge waste. A place like a hospital ultimately comes down to technical barriers. I only need one opportunity. I can crush Zhao Defa with my own strength. Thank Mr. Wang for me. I can handle this little thing myself. Lin Feng, finish this last shift properly. Such arrogance from a small-minded person. Doctor, help. Where is the doctor? Someone, come quickly. My wife is bleeding so much. Doctor, please, I'm begging you to save her. My wife is bleeding everywhere. Doctor, please save her. How many weeks pregnant? What's the situation? 38 weeks pregnant, sudden painless massive hemorrhage. It's already over 1,000 milliliters. We already started an IV line in the ambulance and gave 500 milliliters of Ringer solution. But her blood pressure is still dropping. Who is the first line doctor tonight? Why aren't they here yet? Late stage painless massive hemorrhage. It's a classic case of complete placenta previa. If we don't act immediately, the mother and baby could both lose their lives in minutes. Lin, Dr. Lin, with this much bleeding, shouldn't we call Director Zhao, the second line on call doctor? I can't handle this. Go scrub in as my first assistant. Notify the operating room to prep immediately. But, there are no buts. Go, now. Doctor, please, save my wife. Save our baby. I didn't think I'd get the chance to act as the primary surgeon on my very last night shift in OB-GYN. Incise the skin. Male infant, 38 weeks premature. Assess the APGAR score immediately. Watch the temperature, keep him warm. Ah. Lin, Dr. Lin, the bleeding is too intense. Blood pressure is still dropping. Give 20 units of oxytocin. Inject directly into the uterine muscle. Carbaprost-tromethamine, inject into the uterine body. Number 1 absorbable suture, large round needle. It actually stopped. Dr. Lin, the mother's blood pressure dropped to 65/40, heart rate at 130. The shock is worsening. Why hasn't the O-negative blood arrived yet? Call the blood bank. Tell them if it doesn't get here, she's gone. Not good, the effective circulating blood volume is critically low. If we drag this out any longer, her vital organs will suffer irreversible failure. Is this traditional Chinese medicine? Blood pressure is rising, 75/50. 75/50, heart rate down to 120. Unbelievable. It's here. 4 units of red blood cells, start the transfusion immediately. Prepare to close the abdomen. Ah. Thank you, doctor. Thank you for saving my wife and child's lives. She's been saved. Take good care of her from here on out. Dr. Lin is a genius. From now on, anyone who says Dr. Lin isn't skilled, He Feng, will be the first to fight them. Reputation module activated. When your reputation reaches 500 points, the unstoppable protection mechanism will be triggered. Let's do the shift handover. Last night, we admitted a 38-week pregnant mother. With complete placenta previa and massive hemorrhage, under the precise surgery of Dr. Lin Feng, we performed an emergency C-section and after the baby was delivered, the mother went into severe hemorrhagic shock. Once again, Dr. Lin used traditional Chinese acupuncture, needling the Zhuxianli and Renzong points, and stabilized her vital signs. Ah. Meeting adjourned. Dr. Lin, aren't you going off duty? Don't go too far. What's the matter? Chairman Li Zhenggao's wife, from the Provincial Chamber of Commerce? She went into labor suddenly while passing through Jiangzhou this morning and was just transferred to the VIP ward. She's an older expectant mother and has severe pregnancy-induced hypertension. President Wang and Chairman Li are friends for life. He asked me to beg you to come to the scene and be the backup. Secretary Zhao, it's not that I don't want to help, but usually, Director Zhao Defa leads the team for cases like this. Besides, I was just reassigned by him this morning, so logically. Detected. Level as high-risk event triggered. Prediction. The patient will, in 10 minutes, experience an amniotic fluid embolism during labor. Task system. Task system leading to acute pulmonary embolism, task system and a systemic anaphylactic inflammatory cascade. If there is no human intervention, the survival rate is less than 1%. No way, an amniotic fluid embolism? That's one of the most fatal emergencies in obstetrics. Once it breaks out, respiratory, circulatory, and coagulation functions will all collapse. Secretary Zhao, tell President Wang I'll be right there. 24-hour specialist coverage? When my wife was pregnant, you patted your chests and guaranteed me that the delivery room was the best in the province. With 24-hour specialist coverage. When my wife was pregnant, you patted your chests and guaranteed me that the delivery room was the best in the province, with 24-hour specialist coverage. And now? The person is here, so where are the specialists? Chairman Lee, please calm down. Professor Liu from the Provincial Maternal and Child Health Hospital is already on his way. At most, an hour and a half. My wife's blood pressure is already 170, and you're telling me an hour and a half? Good to be here, good to be here. Old G, this is the Dr. Lin I told you about. I, Wang Ting, would stake my own life on him. If your wife is in his hands, she'll absolutely be fine. Ting, what kind of joke are you playing with me? You bring me someone who doesn't even look 30 yet? My wife's life, my child's life, and you want him to be the backup? Lin Feng, why are you here? Who told you to come? This is the VIP ward. You're just a logistics guy who moves equipment, what right do you have to be here? Li Zhenggao doesn't dare to take risks. Right now, I have the most seniority in the whole hospital. He has no choice but to beg me to take over and hold on until the professor arrives. If I succeed, I get the credit. If I can't hold on, I can just pin the blame on someone else. Ting, the person you brought in can't even stay in his own department. How can you expect me to feel at ease? Old Li, let me explain. Chairman Li, Director Zhao is right. Lin Feng is indeed being reassigned due to an evaluation issue. It's really not appropriate for him to participate in VIP treatment right now. However, rest assured, Director Zhao has many years of experience in the obstetrics department, totally. Shut up. What did you say? You told the director to shut up? Have you lost your mind? Exactly. Warning. High-risk event triggered. Maternal amniotic fluid embolism. Onset in just 1 minute and 10 seconds. Chairman Lee, your wife's contractions have become severely irregular. Combined with pregnancy-induced hypertension, if the membranes rupture, the components of the amniotic fluid will be forced into her bloodstream. Under high pressure, triggering systemic anaphylactic shock. This is amniotic fluid embolism. It's one of the deadliest emergencies in obstetrics. From onset to death, it can take as little as 6 minutes. Stop trying to scare us. I've been an obstetrician for 20 years. Amniotic fluid embolism is, you. The patient's water broke and she's suddenly convulsing. Full body convulsions. Her lips are turning blue, she's struggling to breathe, and she's losing the ability to clot blood. The monitor is alarming. Her blood pressure is dropping. We can't stabilize her. I entrusted my wife to you people. Is this how you're keeping her safe? Everyone shut up. No, it's him. If you want your wife and child to live, stop getting in my way. Dr. Lin, you're here. Her pupils are dilated, but there's still a light reflex. The carotid pulse is weak, but it's palpable. There's still a chance. Dr. Feng, follow my lead. Step 1. Anti-allergy and anti-shock treatment. Step 2. Relieve the pulmonary artery spasms. Step 3 is managing the DIC. 20 milligrams of dexamethasone, push it intravenously. Do it now. Who's out there? Get in here and help. Ah. What's your name? Lu Min. Lu Min, do these 3 things now. First, notify the blood bank. 10 units of type-specific red blood cells and 1,000 milliliters of frozen plasma. 10 units of cryoprecipitate and 2 grams of fibrinogen. Get them here within 10 minutes. Second, notify the anesthesia department. I need an anesthesiologist to come and perform intubation and provide ventilator support. Third, get 1 ampule of heparin sodium and keep it ready. Wait for my command. Connect the syringe and start the push. Push it faster. Get it done within 5 seconds. But, pushing this dose so quickly, will it? Just push it. Continuous pump infusion of norepinephrine. Keep it running until the blood pressure reaches 90. Dr. Lin, the blood pressure is stuck at 68/42. It won't go up. Western medicine has reached its limit in this extreme situation. The anaphylactic shock has caused her peripheral blood vessels to act like an open faucet. No matter how much medication we pump in, it just leaks out. Nigon. Kyuchi. Hook. Fuzhou point, acupuncture. 5 years of med school plus 3 years of residency training. I've never seen anyone pull out acupuncture needles in the middle of a rescue. Oxygen saturation at 55, 58, 62, 67. Blood pressure is 72. 7 days. Has the anesthesiologist arrived? Intubate. Connect the ventilator. Set tidal volume to 6 milliliters per kilogram. Respiratory rate at 14 breaths per minute. Oxygen concentration at 100%. Blood oxygen is 82. Vital signs are stable for now, but the baby isn't out yet. Dick is still progressing. Scalpel. Are you going to cut directly? No, don't cut. Wait right there for the baby to crawl out on its own. Size 1 absorbable suture, round needle. Get the oxytocin ready. The placenta is attached low. The lead surgeon's position must be moved higher. Avoid the main body of the placenta. "20 units of oxytocin, get ready for intramuscular injection." Resuscitation. Prepare the bag valve mask for oxygen. It's crying. It has a spontaneous cry. 1 minute Apgar score is 4. Re-evaluate in 5 minutes. Lao Li, did you hear that? The baby is crying. Where is my wife? Is the baby out? We're resuscitating the newborn. Your wife is still in surgery. If I had actually stopped Lin Feng just now, and if something had happened to Mrs. Li and the baby, I would have been finished in this hallway for the rest of my life. The baby is out, but Dick is still ongoing. Clotting factor levels are almost 0. Did you administer the oxytocin? Yes, 20 units injected into the muscle. Carboprost 2? Yes, 25 micrograms injected into the uterine body. Both uterotonic agents had no effect. This is intractable postpartum hemorrhage. Prepare the balloon. Fill it with 300 milliliters of water. 160, 20, 20. 160, 20. The heart rate is coming down. It still hasn't stopped. What's the drainage volume? 2,300. No, 2,400 now. An adult's total blood volume is only 4,000 to 4,500 milliliters. She's already lost more than half. Dr. Lin, the balloon isn't stopping the bleeding. Is it time for a hysterectomy? A hysterectomy won't solve the dick. Until the clotting dysfunction is corrected, every place we cut will just keep bleeding. We've exhausted all conventional methods. Phase 2 of warming the meridians in uterus, hemostasis and meridian-regulating acupuncture. Acupuncture can't cure dick, but it can slow down the depletion of clotting factors. We need to buy another 5 to 10 minutes until the blood supply arrives. Yinbai point. Dadan point. The bleeding is slowing down. No, not slowing down. It's that the rate of clotting factor consumption has been brought under control. We can only buy time until the blood products arrive. Where is the blood bank? I'm calling them right now. Anesthesiologist, blood pressure is back to 110/70. Reduce the norepinephrine by half. Pressure, stable. Stabilizing, good. Stable. Pressure is 98/62. Oxygen saturation is 96, heart rate is 92. The alarm has stopped. I never thought I'd live to see the day I'd participate in a successful resuscitation for amniotic fluid embolism. Both mother and child are safe. Sigh. Every medical staff member who participated in the rescue today gets 30,000. Huh? Director Zhao isn't on the list. The personnel who participated in the rescue are just those on the operating table. Dr. Feng, Lu Min, the on-duty anesthesiologist, and the neonatology doctor. Also the courier from the blood bank, that's the whole list. President Liu, you just mentioned that Dr. Lin is being transferred to logistics because he didn't meet the performance assessment standards? There must be a misunderstanding. There must be a misunderstanding. I'll go back and verify it immediately. No rush, verify it slowly. But you'd better verify it quickly. Dr. Lin, this is my private number. From now on, for anything at all, you only need to give me a call. I, Li Zhenggao, will go through fire and water for you. President Li, you should go to the ICU waiting area. Your wife will be moved there shortly. I'll be off work once I finish going over the care instructions. Brother Lin, you really are a professional. High-risk medical event completed. Reputation points increased by 200. The cannot be transferred protection mechanism has been activated. Malicious administrative transfer order detected. Within 24 hours, the system will automatically nullify this order through reasonable and legal. Social influence channels. Tai divine needles, second stage. Warming the meridians in uterus technique, fully unlocked. Breaking news, Provincial Chamber of Commerce President's wife experiences a brush with death in the delivery room. Mysterious doctor saves her single-handedly using traditional Chinese medicine to turn the tide. Zhaofeng, off work? Yeah, Uncle Zhao. You're back. Did you skip lunch again today? I ate. Yeah, right, you didn't eat a thing. That Shen Qing, have you chatted with her since you added her on WeChat? I did. What did you talk about? She has some health issues, so I advised her to stop drinking cold beverages. Look at you. Starting to take the initiative to care about her health, are we? Mom, I performed a surgery today. I'm exhausted, can we eat first? Alright, drink more soup then. Son, that acupuncture treatment you gave me the other day was so effective. I moved several heavy boxes today and didn't feel any back pain at all. Make time next week to do it for me again. A 3-month course of treatment must not be interrupted. That doctor in the news who got 30,000, that's you, right? Yeah, so, what was your monthly salary when we were at Starbucks yesterday? When 7,800 in assets are severely mispriced, that's the best time to buy. I've told you that before. Good afternoon. Director Zheng from the Provincial Maternal and Child Health Hospital even said that even if it were him, he might not have been able to pull it off. And yet, you keyboard warriors are still here questioning it? Hilarious. Traditional Chinese medicine is truly profound. Keep holding it in, you keyboard warriors. How is this still trending after a whole day? Excuse me, is this Dr. Lin Feng? It is. I'm Wu Fang from the Medical Administration Division of the Provincial Health Commission. We've received 2 signed complaints. They claim Zhao Defa is suspected of faking performance evaluations and bullying his subordinates. The complainants are Zhou Xiaowen and He Feng. If it's convenient for you, can you come to the commission tomorrow to verify the situation? Sure, I can come over tomorrow morning. Dr. Lin, this is Professor Zheng Xiaomei, the Director of Obstetrics at the Provincial Maternal and Child Health Hospital. Director Zheng heard you were coming today and made a special trip to see you. Zhou Xiaowen kept 6 months of original shift records, and He Feng submitted statistics on patient volume and surgical participation. Both sets of materials point to Zhao Defa artificially altering evaluation data. To soft block you, Dr. Lin, is this information true? It is true. Then why didn't you report it before? To soft block an associate chief physician like that, it's honestly ridiculous. Then why didn't you report it to the hospital administration? Director Wu, I'm a doctor, not an auditor. I did question the shift scheduling, and the only response I got was, follow the department's arrangements. As for being soft blocked, there was nothing I could do. You can't fight City Hall. Dr. Lin, based on the evidence we currently have, our preliminary assessment is that your transfer notice lacks a factual basis. The Commission's opinion is that the notice is not legally valid. We suggest Nanjing Hospital revoke it immediately. Furthermore, we will refer Zhao Defa's issues to the relevant departments for further investigation. As for you, you don't need to do anything else. Just go to work as usual. The administrative side of this is over. Now, let's talk about medicine. In the dick phase, when a balloon can't stop the bleeding. The standard next step is a hysterectomy. You didn't do that, you chose acupuncture. What exactly happened in those 15 minutes? I want you to answer me from the perspective of evidence-based medicine. Within the framework of Western emergency medicine, all you can do is replace red blood cells, replace cryoprecipitate, replace fibrin, but what those two needles of mine did was clear the way. Through neuromechanical stimulation, I accelerated the macrophage phagocytosis of anticoagulant products, giving the remaining clotting factors a chance to work. Do you have animal trial data? No. But I did once use this theory in a coffee shop. At that time, I didn't even have any iodine. You didn't even have iodine, and you're talking to me about macrophage phagocytosis of anticoagulant products? The principle is sound. You're truly worthy of being a PhD from Beijing Medical University. It's a pity you made some enemies. You're a tough nut to crack. Nanjing Hospital is too small to hold someone like you. Come to the Provincial Maternal and Child Health Hospital, and I'll secure the highest associate chief physician benefits for you. I'll set you up with all the research project funding and labs you need. Ha, Director Zheng, you're poaching talent right here in my office. I have received your invitation loud and clear, but I don't plan on leaving Nanjing just yet. Zhao Defa has already been dealt with. You're still not leaving? You were the ones who took care of Zhao Defa. The department needs someone to hold the fort. He Feng is the only one left for the night shifts. If I leave, there will be no one left at the hospital to handle the fallout. This is the formal notice for your suspension pending investigation. Please sign to confirm. Also, department management is being temporarily handed over to Dr. Lin. Your outpatient and surgical privileges are suspended starting today. Lin Feng, where are you? The provincial capital? What a coincidence, I'm here too. Let's grab a meal together. Sure. I've been waiting a while. Lin Feng, about what you said regarding scheduling that surgery. I've thought about it. After the 4th round of the merger negotiations next week, there will be a gap of 2 to 3 weeks. Where are you planning to have it done? Would Nanjing Hospital work? It would. Guoxin is. A chocolate cyst removal isn't too complicated. You'll only need to be hospitalized for about 7 days. Recovery will take 2 weeks. Who's going to be the lead surgeon? Who do you want to be the lead surgeon? I can do it, but we have to report it according to protocol. Pre-operative assessment, intraoperative procedures, post-operative follow-up, everything must follow standard medical procedures. During the surgery, I am your attending physician. I am not your blind date. So, only after the surgery is done will I go back to being your blind date. Hey, whatever makes you happy. Then it's settled. How long has it been? How long for what? It's been going on since we left the noodle shop, hasn't it? It's not severe. I wasn't asking if it was severe. I asked how long. 2 hours or so? How long were you sitting in the meeting this morning? 4 hours? You only went out once in the middle? Did you cross your legs? Sitting for a long time with your legs crossed cuts off pelvic circulation. I'll press 2 pressure points for you. It should help a little. Right now? I'll do it over your pants. If it feels inappropriate, just say so. Go ahead. Let me know if it hurts. It doesn't hurt. It feels a bit sore. Sore is good. Seems like it's much better. Don't cross your legs during meetings anymore. Get up and walk for 2 minutes every 40 minutes. What if the other party is still negotiating terms? Then do ankle pump exercises under the table. Do it secretly under the negotiation table. The people sitting across from you are lawyers, not detectives. They can't see what's under the table. How have you been lately, Zhaofeng? Zhou Yao? I saw the news. I had no idea you were so impressive now. Truth is, for the last 2 years, I haven't been able to let you go. Zhou Yao, we ended things 2 years ago. I know, but I had no choice back then. I can't talk right now. An ex-girlfriend? He's pretty well informed. This has been trending all day. Hard not to know, now that the assets have regained their value. It's easy to attract old shareholders back. You people in finance. Even explaining away an ex-girlfriend as a shareholder. You finance types. Even using old shareholders returning to explain an ex-girlfriend. Usually, that's not about believing in the fundamentals, it's about trying to cash in on the rebound. So, am I suspended from trading now? No, you were already delisted. Xiaofeng, I really haven't let you go. You went back home to a small city. And I stayed here at Peking Union Medical College Hospital. Our life paths are no longer on the same track. You couldn't even make it in the surgical training program. There's no way I'm going to waste my time waiting for you. How boring. Those old shareholders sold out so decisively back then, it's too late to chase the rally now. It's nothing, just an old classmate. So, are you done with your errands in the provincial capital? Yes, it all went smoothly. Did you have a meal with Shen Qing? Mom, does your intelligence network cover the whole province now? I don't need a network. A girl who works that hard is reliable. Drive carefully. I will. Let's get started. Mrs. Li was moved from the intensive care unit to a VIP private room last night. Her blood pressure is stable, and the newborn is also under observation. Feeding is normal. The family wants to know if she can get out of bed today. She can sit by the bedside and stand up to take a few steps. But don't exceed 5 minutes. Don't rush to walk too much. Since everyone is here, I'll announce the hospital administration's decision. Given that Zhao Defa is under suspension and investigation, to ensure the OB-GYN clinical and administrative operations run smoothly, effective immediately, Associate Chief Physician Lin Feng will take charge of the OB-GYN department. Lin, you're in charge of the scheduling from now on. Dr. Lin, Director Liu wants to book a private room at Honda 4 Flavor Restaurant for lunch. To discuss the department's future plans. It's my first day shift in months. I want to test the waters. I'm afraid I'm tied up at noon. Tell Director Liu that if there's anything to discuss, we can talk about it at the department meeting. There's no need to go out for a meal. Dr. Lin, all 60 slots for today's specialist appointments are fully booked. You'll need to personally approve any extra patients. Start calling the next patient. Announcement. Hello, doctor. Has anyone mentioned that you're anemic? The doctor mentioned it at my last checkup. They told me to take iron supplements, but it makes my stomach hurt and makes me feel nauseous. Let me check your pulse. You still need the iron. But your issue isn't just iron deficiency, it's a weak spleen and stomach. If you just try to flood your system with supplements, you won't absorb much and it'll just irritate your stomach. That's why you're getting nauseous. Switch to a smaller dose of iron. Take 1 pill every other day. See the instruction. Take it half an hour after a meal with vitamin C. Have a bowl of millet and red date porridge with a slice of ginger in the morning. Take this back for your wife to eat. How much fruit does she usually eat? Probably 2 or 3 pounds a day. Isn't there stuff online saying if you eat lots of grapes, the baby's eyes will be bigger? Who told you that? A baby's eye size is mainly determined by genetics, it has nothing to do with grapes. If she eats too much fruit, her blood sugar will be hard to control. The risk of a difficult delivery will go up. Keep fruit intake under half a pound a day. Cut her staple food intake by 1/3. And have her take a steady half-hour walk after meals. Come back in a week to recheck your fasting and post-meal blood sugar. Have you been waking up in the middle of the night lately, between 3 and 5 a.m.? How did you know? It's liver qi stagnation and heart yin deficiency. Soak your feet for 20 minutes before bed. The water temperature should be 40 degrees and add a handful of avodia. That male doctor in there was actually taking pulses. He's surprisingly accurate. He even felt that I didn't sleep well last night. Isn't that supposed to be for traditional Chinese medicine? He's trained in both Western and Chinese medicine. Didn't you see the trending search? It's that doctor with over 3 million followers. Next, huh? Hey. Your TSH is on the high side, which suggests subclinical hypothyroidism. Doctor, do I need medication for this? Will it affect the baby? You need to take it, but it's not a bad thing. At this stage, keeping your thyroid function controlled is safer than just pushing through. Take 1 pill every morning on an empty stomach. Wait half an hour before having breakfast, and recheck your thyroid function in 4 weeks. We'll adjust the dosage based on the results. No need to wait for your number. I'm Gu Mingda, chairman of Nanchang Development Group. This is my fiancé, Chen Sayu. Our wedding is next month. I want you to perform a comprehensive premarital physical for her, every single test. Also, the results are to be shown only to me, not to her. Do not show them to anyone else. Name your price and sit down. You aren't done with your exam yet, sit back down. Are you sure she herself knows about this request? Chen Sayu, former principal dancer of the provincial song and dance troupe. Gu Mingda's fiancé, hiding medical records. Visited the reproductive endocrinology department alone within the last 3 months. Fiancé's true intent. Using a premarital physical to secretly investigate her fertility. Dr. Lin, Wang Ting and Ji Zhenggao are both friends of mine. I'm not here for a checkup today, I'm here to offer you a business opportunity. In my examination room, there are only patients. Please do not interfere with my work. Sit properly, your checkup isn't finished yet. Mr. Gu, I have 3 things to say. First, all patients are seen according to their number during clinic hours. Your number is further down the list. There are still people ahead of you. Second, premarital physicals are voluntary for both parties. Results must be disclosed to the person being tested. No third party has the right to view them privately. Third, I do not accept line cutting in my office, nor do I accept bribes. The registration fee is 50 yuan, the same for everyone. Lin Feng, do you know who I am? You already introduced yourself just now. Nanchang Development Group ranked 4th in the city for taxes in the first half of this year. My company won the bid for the renovation project of your hospital's new inpatient building. I've reviewed your thyroid function report. Your TSH is a bit high. Take 1 Euthyrox tablet on an empty stomach every morning. Wait 30 minutes after taking it before eating breakfast. Come back in 4 weeks to recheck your thyroid function. Thank you, doctor. You can go to the dean's office to file a complaint, but in my consulting room. My rules are the rules. Leave. Dr. Lin, I'm sorry. That guy barged in, I tried to stop him, but his secretary blocked me. It's fine, he isn't actually going to report me, is he? Let him report me if he wants to. Call the next patient. Dr. Feng, he was transferred from the VIP wing. It looks like he's not an ordinary patient. Dr. Lin, my surname is Zhou. My wife is Fang Yifan. Ms. Fang, tell me about your situation in your own words. Dr. Lin, since January, I've had this dragging pain in my lower abdomen. It's not like the pain during a period, it feels like someone is pulling downward. It's painful enough to wake me up at night, and it's hard even to turn over. It's a little better during the day, but I can't walk too much either. What about bleeding? It's irregular. Sometimes it starts again just 3 days after my period ends. The flow isn't heavy, but the color is very dark, like old, rusty water. I even went to the capital to get checked. Endoscopic sampling, contrast imaging, I've done everything that could be done. The final recommendation was major surgery. It's not that I'm afraid of surgery. But someone should at least tell me why. I've been getting checked for half a year. I've spent over 100,000, and nobody can explain it clearly. I can't just go into surgery blindly. They've used every diagnostic method possible. They've ruled out the worst case scenarios, but they still haven't found what's causing the bleeding. Or what's causing the pain. I've found 2 lesions. No wonder Western medicine couldn't find the cause. The size and shape of these tiny, abnormal blood vessel networks here are exactly in the blind spot of all conventional diagnostic tools. But the real reason your body hasn't been able to heal these tiny lesions on its own is the cold stagnation in the surrounding blood. The 2 combined are what dragged this out into a 6-month dead end. Ms. Fang, let me ask you a question. Over this past year, have you had an incident where you were severely exposed to the cold? I don't mean just regular cold weather. I mean being soaked in ice water for a long time. The kind of cold that goes deep into your waist and abdomen. Late last December, we went to Finland for a vacation, and I participated in an ice lake swim. It was about 5 or 6 minutes, and the water temperature was only 2 or 3 degrees. I spent a long time in the sauna after coming out before I finally warmed up. 5 or 6 minutes at 2 or 3 degrees. The second week after I got back, my period suddenly arrived 10 days early. The flow increased, and the color was dark. Things haven't been right ever since then. Ms. Fang, we've found the cause of your illness. You found it? Even the top experts in the capital couldn't figure it out. Are you saying it's at the junction of the deep tissues? There's a tiny, abnormal network of vessels, about 3 to 4 millimeters in diameter. This cluster of misaligned, tiny vessels has small leaks at the ends of several branches. This is the root cause of your recurring bleeding. The volume is low, and the color is dark. It keeps on happening and won't stop because the leaks are so small. Just as your body's clotting mechanism is about to repair it, a chill hits you. The local blood flow stagnates again, and what was blocked rips open once more. It's a vicious cycle, but we've already had endoscopies done. And we've done contrast-enhanced imaging. How could no one see it? Every machine has its limits. This thing sits right on the threshold of diagnostic resolution. It's only 3 to 4 millimeters. On an image, it probably just looks like a faint signal the size of a fingertip. Even the most skilled doctors would have a hard time spotting it. But a tiny abnormal vessel network alone wouldn't be impossible to heal for half a year. The human body usually has self-repairing capabilities. The key was that winter swim of yours. The hit of the ice water caused the local vessel walls to spasm. Once it relaxed, the blood flow rushed back in. From cold to hot, the weak spot was blown open again. 1:1.5 in traditional Chinese medicine, we call this a blood stasis condition caused by cold. Since the cold hasn't dissipated, the local healing process keeps getting interrupted. So, how do we treat it now? Does this mean we don't need that major surgery? That's right, we don't need it. We can save it. Treatment happens in 2 steps. The first is internal herbal medicine. The root is the cold. Unless the cold is removed, the repair will never catch up to the damage. The second step is acupuncture. We can do that today. The first needle goes into the guanyuan point. We'll start with a gentle, warming technique. We mustn't rush it. I can feel it. There's something moving inside my lower abdomen. It's warm. That's right. That's the needle sensation traveling along the meridian to the affected area. Just hang in there, don't move. Okay, sit up, take it slow. How are you feeling? The pain is gone, old Joe. It really doesn't hurt anymore. That's wonderful. Ms. Fang, the pain relief is an immediate effect. The cold dampness hasn't been completely cleared, and the vessels still need time to heal. I'm going to prescribe 7 days of herbal medicine for you, twice a day. Take it warm after meals. No raw or cold food, no spicy food, no ice-cold drinks at all, and especially, no more winter swimming. Come back in 7 days for a follow-up, and I'll perform acupuncture again. We'll also do a follow-up ultrasound to see how the local blood flow is improving. The whole treatment will take about 3 to 4 weeks, coming in once a week. We'll adjust the prescription in the 3rd week, and after 4 weeks. If the bleeding has stopped completely and the pain doesn't return, you should be in the clear. Dr. Lin, I don't know how to say this politely. But regarding my wife, we've spent half a year running to every place we could. We've spent plenty of money, and others just told us to operate. You explained the root cause clearly, and you even have her standing up today. I accept this favor. This was just me doing my job. I know, but a favor is a favor. If you ever need my help while you're in southern Xinjiang, just call that number. Be careful when you're brewing the medicine. The bur reed and zedoary in the prescription are quite potent. If you get acid reflux after drinking it, reduce those 2 ingredients by 2 grams each. You have chronic gastritis, so let me know right away if you feel uncomfortable. How did you know I have stomach issues? You had a hint of stomach acid on your breath when you walked in. It's not a recurring issue. Let's get your gynecology results stable before we worry about your stomach. Thank you, Dr. Lin. Dr. Lin, Ji Yumingda's secretary, is still waiting around the corner in the hallway. Dr. Lin, the data is out. You saw a total of 68 patients today, 42 in obstetrics and 26 in gynecology, averaging 1 minute per patient with 0 complaints. Please change my clinic hours to just the afternoon for tomorrow. I'll spend the morning on grand rounds and managing Mrs. Lee's post-op care in the VIP ward. I can't leave it all to Dr. Feng. I'm sorry, the clinic is closed for today. Wait, let him in. Xiao Zhou, go update the schedule first. Dr. Lin, could I steal a few minutes of your time? Ji Yumingda's secretary is still waiting in the lobby downstairs. I told him I was going to the restroom. I took the fire stairs up. What did you come here to tell me? Ji Yumingda is bringing me back next Wednesday for a premarital physical. You heard what he said this afternoon. He's not looking for a medical report, he's looking for a list of specifications. Specifications for what? To see if you can conceive? I signed an agreement with Gu Mingda. If I don't fulfill my reproductive duties within 3 years of marriage, I have to return all the financial support he's given me, about 14 million yuan. If the premarital physical reveals any major health issues that affect my ability to conceive, it will be classified as fraud and the penalty will double. 28 million. So, you're trapped. I joined the provincial dance troupe at 18 and danced for 12 years. By the time I retired, my knees were half ruined and I had less than 100,000 in savings. Gu Mingda needs a trophy wife, and I need a way out. You came to me hoping I'd fake the medical report? You can write whatever you want. Ms. Chen, you should have done your research before coming here. Gu Mingda made the exact same request this afternoon. I told him that the pen in a doctor's hand only writes the truth. Take off your mask and give me your hand. Why? To check my pulse? The Taisu pulse method truly lives up to its reputation, judging by your pulse. You've been starving yourself to control your weight for years, and your baseline health has been below normal for a long time. That's why your uterine lining is only 0.5 centimeters. I went to the West China Reproductive Center in the provincial capital 3 months ago. The chief physician said almost the exact same thing to me after looking at the report as you just did. What plan did they give you there? Artificial cycle therapy? Supplementing with exogenous estrogen to thicken the lining? And it will take 6 months to a year to see if it works. He was right. I know, but I can't wait a whole year. Faking it is out of the question. I've already told you that. But can you treat it? Really? My plan is to combine Western and Chinese medicine. You can go pick up the Western meds in a bit. For the Chinese medicine, I'll write you a prescription. You'll need to brew the herbs at home. After that, come see me once a week for acupuncture. I can get your body back to normal levels within 3 months. I'm confident I can do it. But what about the medical exam next Wednesday? I'll write down exactly what the report says. I won't hide anything for you. And I won't exaggerate anything, either. Then what about the agreement? That's between you and Gu Mingda. I'm a doctor. I'm not your marriage counselor. The best I can do is try my hardest to get you healthy. If Gu Mingda actually cares about you as a person, you two can face your health issues together. But if all he cares about is whether you can finish your childbearing duties on time, then you didn't sign a prenuptial agreement, you signed a deed of servitude. It's your call whether to get treated or not. Take your check back. Thank you. Dr. Lin, just after that woman with the mask left, Gu Mingda's secretary stopped her in the lobby downstairs. It looked like they were arguing. Then she just got into a taxi and left. That has nothing to do with me. Oh, Lin, all done? Yeah, all done. You've worked hard. Starting today, special consultation room number 1 on the 3rd floor is officially yours. Dean Chen, that's a pretty high honor. You deserve it. You're managing the OB-GYN department now, so we need to make sure the resources are there to support you. Keep it up. Lin Feng, are you free to perform surgery for me next Wednesday? I can. I'll send you the preparation details now. Dr. Lin, are you this cold to all your patients? Or just to me? Get some rest early. Hey, sister-in-law, let me tell you. My little Feng saw 60 patients in clinic today. Why is OB-GYN always different? Saving lives shouldn't depend on the department. Who are the priority patients today? The general ward is stable. For the VIP ward, Mrs. Lee needs a thorough follow-up today. Let's check on Mrs. Lee first. Mrs. Lee, how are you feeling today? Temperature is normal. Hemoglobin is back up to 95. All 4 coagulation tests are normal. D-dimer levels have dropped to 600-something. Uterine contraction is good, bleeding has decreased. As for activity, she sat at the bedside for 10 minutes yesterday. This morning, she walked half a lap around the hallway with the nurse's help, about 40 meters. Dr. Lin, that's a good recovery. Increase your activity levels gradually, but don't go over 10 minutes at a time. Your risk for deep vein thrombosis is higher than the average new mothers. After your discharge, don't sit still for long periods during the first 2 weeks. Get up and walk for 2 minutes every hour. Thank you, Dr. Lin. Speak. Yesterday afternoon at 5:20. Ms. Chen re-entered Lin Feng's office through the fire escape. And she didn't leave until she had been inside for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. She went in all by herself, all alone. She even used a disguise. After she came out of the office, I intercepted her in the lobby. I told her you'd booked dinner at the Peninsula Hotel, but she said she was busy. She flagged down a taxi and left. Xiao Zhang, I'm taking her for a premarital checkup next Wednesday. You're still going to Lin Feng's? Are you sure you still want to go there? I need to get to the bottom of this. She hid from me that she changed her clothes. She snuck back to see a male doctor and locked the door behind them for 15 minutes. What exactly is she up to? And that H on her phone. Did the doctors find out who that is? It's a chief physician named Huang from the West China Hospital in the provincial capital. She's secretly going to the capital for treatment and then secretly meeting that doctor named Lin. When a woman starts hiding things, she's either planning to leave. Or she's looking for outside help. No, the premarital checkup on Wednesday stays. I want to see Lin Feng issue that report with my own eyes. And what if the report contains something unfavorable to her? Then it all depends on her attitude. Also, look into that doctor named Lin. Find out what his weaknesses are. Check his family, his finances, past disputes, everything you can get your hands on. Understood. Remember, I said to find his weaknesses. I'm not saying to take him down. Then what do you mean? I just want to know that if the day comes when I need to negotiate with this man, I'll have some leverage. The premarital checkup next Wednesday. I'll go with you, alright. Don't try to pull any more tricks on me. I didn't. That had better be true. I don't like it when the same thing goes wrong twice. I've arrived, I'm in the ground floor lobby. I'm wearing a gray tracksuit. Don't go up to the second floor. Go to the elevators and head straight to the far end of the third floor. The door says Special Zone 1. I'll be up in 10 minutes. Xiao Wang, cover for me for 10 minutes. Gather the reports for the prenatal checkups from the 12th to the 15th and have them organized. I'm going to the third floor to handle a special case. I'll be right back. This is very different from the other building. The director personally authorized it. Go ahead, have a seat. I've adjusted the prescription. Take a look at this first. The core concept remains the same, nourishing the essence and replenishing the marrow. It warms and nourishes the Ren and Chong channels, but I've tweaked the ingredients. For someone with your constitution, which leans towards the cold, this will be more direct. Also, I removed the deer antler glue. Your stomach is sensitive, so I replaced it with deer antler powder. The medicinal effect is about the same, but it's much less irritating to the stomach lining. Fine. Ji Mingda already knows I came to see you. Yesterday evening, his assistant went to the hospital parking shed to check out my e-bike. The security guard saw him. He's investigating you. It's hard to say exactly what he's looking for. But even going so far as to check out what kind of bike I ride. His intentions aren't hard to guess. I had my lawyer review the agreement last night. That 20,000 clause is very likely to be ruled invalid. On the day of the checkup, just go through with it as planned. The data is what it is. I won't be doctoring any of the numbers. Fine, if he wants a showdown, let's have it. I'm not running. Go get checked out, just lie down on the bed and take off your coat. Relax, don't suck in your stomach. It's hot. Alright, get up, take it slow. When is the next acupuncture session? 1 week later, same room. You can just come straight over. About the cystaunch in the prescription. I read online it's for male potency. Can women take it too? In traditional Chinese medicine, kidney yang isn't gender specific. This girl has such great potential. How did she end up with a man like that? Dr. Lin, the reports are all organized. Alright, let's start calling the next patient. Hello, doctor. My name is Qian Ruowei. What seems to be the problem? I leak when I cough, and when I sneeze too. Even when I laugh, or if I exert sudden force while holding my child. Let me see your hand. You have a weak spleen and dampness constitution, leading to a collapse of middle jiao qi. Your pelvic floor muscle strength isn't actually that bad. The reason you're leaking isn't because you're weak, it's because you're using the wrong muscles. Miss Jian, your problem isn't the pelvic floor muscles themselves. Huh? But I really do leak. Like I said, the reason you're leaking isn't that your pelvic floor is weak. It's that you're using the wrong muscles when you exert force. Do you do Kegels regularly? I do. The postpartum center taught me. I do 3 sets every day. 10 contractions per set. When you do them, where do you feel the effort? In my lower belly and my butt. Exactly, that's the problem. When you do pelvic contractions, you're primarily using your rectus abdominis and gluteus maximus. The muscles that should actually be contracting, the coccygeus, are barely involved. This is called a compensatory pattern. Basically, your target muscles aren't doing the work. It looks like you're doing the exercises, but you're just wasting your time. Really? Is that why the therapy machines at the postpartum center didn't work either? Electrical stimulation mostly hits the surface layers, the area you really need to train. The deep muscles didn't get enough stimulation. Magnetic pulse therapy can reach deeper, but it's passive contraction. It can't help you build the habit of active, correct engagement. So it worked at the time, but the effect wore off as soon as you went back to daily life. There's also a deeper underlying cause. Your transverse abdominis became inactive after birth. It's supposed to contract along with your pelvic floor muscles to support your pelvis together. Now, the pelvic floor is doing 2 people's work alone, so of course it can't hold up. So the $450,000 I spent on those treatments, I can't say they were completely useless, but they didn't touch the core issue. So, what should I do? You don't need medication, and you don't need machines. We need to activate your core muscle groups and train the pelvic floor. I'll write you an exercise prescription for daily practice. The first key step is to wake up the deepest core muscle. Remember, safety first, difficulty second. Lie on your back with both knees bent. Plant your feet on the bed and place your right hand about 3 centimeters below your navel. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. When you exhale, imagine your navel pulling inward toward your spine. Relax when you inhale. Don't do the opposite. If you do it backward, you're only training your rectus abdominis. Exhale and pull the navel toward the spine. Wrong. Relax your upper waist, focus only on pulling the lower part in. Imagine a string going through your navel, passing through your body, and being pulled out from your back. Ah, yes, exactly that. I can feel it, but it's so weak. While keeping the transverse abdominis contracted, add a sensation of pulling up with your pelvic floor muscles. Don't squeeze your glutes, and don't press your thighs together. I can feel it. It's that feeling of lifting upward from this spot. This is completely different from the pelvic floor exercises I've done before. When you did those, all the force was being absorbed by your gluteus maximus. Now, the transverse abdominis has stabilized the foundation. Only then can the pelvic floor muscles engage correctly. Dr. Lin, how much do you charge for this physical therapy? No extra charge. The 50 yuan registration fee already covers it. The money you've spent wasn't wasted. What's truly a waste is spending money without anyone teaching you the right method. Come back for a follow-up in 2 weeks. I'll evaluate your training progress then. Okay, Dr. Lin, I have a group of 7 friends who all have different levels of issues. Can I bring them in to register for your appointments? Sure, if you can manage to book them. Mrs. Lee applied to be discharged this morning. I followed your instructions and kept her for 2 more days. Her family didn't object and said they would leave the day after tomorrow. Fine. Keep calling patients at 1:30 this afternoon. Double-check the files for the 4:30 surgery again. I'm going to nap for a bit. Call me if something comes up. Dr. Lin is resting. Director Sun, what is it? It's about the 2 ultrasound machines you applied to purchase the day before yesterday. The equipment department reviewed it and denied it. The reason? The annual equipment procurement budget has already been exceeded. Additional purchases need to be approved by the hospital board. Besides, your application didn't go through the equipment department's pre-assessment. The procedure isn't compliant. The ultrasound room on the 3rd floor isn't at capacity yet. You wanting to purchase 2 specialized ultrasound machines is suspected of wasting resources. 2 ultrasound machines for 640,000. For a top-tier hospital, is that number really considered exceeding the budget? Then what about that imported equipment you approved for the orthopedics department last month? That was also within this year's quota. That's an orthopedics matter. Young man, don't think you can walk around the hospital however you want just because you've made a name for yourself. Knowing when to lower your head makes things easier for everyone. There's only one person who has a motive to trip me up right now, Gu Mingda. He's trying to teach me a lesson. Hello, Mr. Zhou, this is Lin Feng. I'm looking to purchase 2 domestic ultrasound machines for the obstetrics and gynecology department. But it got stuck in budget approval, claiming this year's quota was exceeded. I'm just puzzled. The city's investment in the Nanjing Hospital's new outpatient clinic. Was the funding for the new building's infrastructure not delivered, or was it delivered and then spent on the wrong things? Dr. Lin, I've noted this small matter. You go back to your work. You don't need to worry about anything else. Sun Jiping. What on earth are you doing here in the OB-GYN department? You call this communicating with the procurement department? Is your way of communicating just to reject everyone's purchase requests? You shot down the orthopedics department's $70,000 equipment order in 3 days last month. Yet when it comes to OB-GYN, you start babbling about annual quotas? Do you think I'm blind? President Chen, the orthopedics order had the signature of the vice president in charge. That was only because you were actively cooperating. When have you ever cooperated with OB-GYN? Dr. Lin Feng's application has been sitting on your desk for 2 days now. Have you contacted him once? Have you produced any feasibility reports? You didn't even follow the procedure before running over here to reject it. Are you the head of the equipment department, or are you just here to pick a fight? Look at this. Before 5 o'clock this afternoon. That equipment must be delivered to the OB-GYN outpatient area on the 2nd floor. It's for OB-GYN's exclusive use from now on. The installation and testing must be finished by tonight. Send people to assist throughout the whole process. You oversee it yourself. If you're even 1 day late, get ready to be reassigned. President Liu, I'll go back and arrange it right now. Arrange what? You need to apologize to Dr. Lin first. Dr. Lin, I'm sorry. It was my oversight. I've caused you and your department trouble. Once it's installed, have the engineer contact Hefeng for the setup. When adjusting the parameters, make sure they match OB-GYN's clinical needs. Don't just use the factory default settings and waste the machine's performance. President Liu, I have a surgery at 4:30 this afternoon. I need to take a short nap. Alright, get some rest. Come find me if you need anything. Dr. Lin, could I learn that pulse reading technique of yours someday? Sure. First, get a clear understanding of the meridian pathways and the relationship between the blood vessels and nerves before we talk about that. Got it. Mr. Gu, Director Sun sent a message. He rejected Lin Feng's purchase request just like you said. Lin Feng made a phone call right then and there. We just heard him call out Director Zhou. They talked for less than 2 minutes, and before long, President Liu came charging over. He stood in front of the whole department and pointed a finger in his face, yelling at him. Not only did he approve those 2 ultrasound machines, but he also allocated an extra 10,000 for consumables. It's been confirmed. The Urban Construction Committee is blocking the approval for the hospital's new outpatient building inspection under the guise of a planning review. Liu Deming was terrified, which is why he showed up. Zhou Wenhua from the Urban Construction Committee. Zhou Wenhua has been in the urban construction system for over 20 years and has immense power. This speed and intensity of response means they are returning a favor. Li Zhenggao, Zhou Wenhua, Wang Ting. They are all connected to this doctor who is working the night shift in the OB-GYN department. I was careless. I was too rash this time. Xiao Zhang, conduct a deep background check on Lin Feng. Investigate his family background, his financial situation, check everything that can be checked. Got it. We'll keep the premarital checkup this Wednesday. I'll go personally. I want to see exactly what he's capable of. As for Sun Jiping, don't let him do anything extra. Clean up the trail. Don't let anyone trace this back to me. Understood? Dr. Lin, what time does your surgery end this afternoon? The cafeteria closes around then. I can save a plate for you in advance. It depends. If it's quick, I'll be done before 6, so no need to save any. I'll handle it myself once I'm done. Dr. Lin is truly amazing. You saw 63 patients by 3:30 in the afternoon, checked their pulses, and didn't get a single complaint. That's top tier, really impressive. Unlike other doctors who just order tests before even making a diagnosis. I said I'm not doing it, I'm just not doing it. Whoever signed that surgical consent form, take it back. I'm discharging her today. My mom is 54 years old. You can look up her condition online and see it's high risk. If you dare to perform that surgery, you're just in it for the money and don't care about her life. Ms. Su, you can't put it that way. Your mother's surgery was requested by her and your father themselves. And your father was the one who signed the surgical consent form. His signature means nothing. He only wants a son and doesn't care if my mom lives or dies. Ms. Lee, I'm Lin Feng, Associate Chief Physician of Obstetrics and Gynecology. So you're the lead surgeon? Yes. I have something to say to you too, but let's put that aside for a second. Has your right leg been aching and swelling ever since you got off the plane? It gets worse when you stand or sit for too long, but it doesn't feel as bad when you're walking, right? How did you know that? I was on a flight for over 10 hours. Isn't it normal to have sore legs? Normal post-flight leg soreness affects both legs symmetrically. Yours is only on one side, and you've been shifting your weight to your left leg while standing. After a long-haul flight, the first thing to consider for unilateral lower limb soreness is deep vein thrombosis. I suggest you go get an ultrasound of your lower limb vessels to confirm it. This is more urgent than the surgery issue. We'll talk about your business in a moment. Let's focus on your own health first. The most dangerous phase for travel-related blood clots isn't on the plane. It's within the 24 to 48 hours after landing. Your current emotional state and your level of physical activity will accelerate the blood clot. Sit down first. HMPH, my leg is fine. Don't try to change the subject. Ah. You hit me. You actually hit me. I'm not just hitting you today. She's lying in there waiting to give birth, and you're out here wishing death on her. When did I wish death on her? I'm doing this for her own good. 54 years old and having a baby? Is that for her own good? You and that husband of yours, Zhao, have been in Sydney for 8 years. How many times do you come back a year? You come back for the new year, stay for 3 days, and leave first thing on the third day. You call that for her own good? We cooked a whole table of food, and you wouldn't even touch it, just complained that you weren't used to the taste. You insisted on going out for Japanese food. You call that for her own good? And what about what we agreed on back then? It was agreed you'd marry into our family and the child would take the Lee surname. You had the first child and said, let it slide. Let the kid take the Zhao surname. Fine, I swallowed that. When you had the second, you didn't even let me come over. You had it in Sydney, and when the birth certificate came back, it was the Zhao surname again. For the third one, you didn't even send the birth certificate. 3 kids, and not a single one carries my family name. All your expenses these years have been paid for by us. You've spent over 1,500,000 in Sydney. Who paid for all that? You take our money, you live in our house, and you think because we're old, we can't have more children? Do you want to eat? I'm sorry, but we're determined to have a second child no matter what. Let me tell you something about your mom's baby. She wanted to have it herself, I didn't force her. Nobody begged her to do it. Her exact words to me were, Jiyoungwo, let's have another one. She's 54, she's the one taking the risk, not me. Your mother's surgery must be done here today. I signed the consent form. I am responsible for my wife. You have no authority to pull her out. Doctors and nurses, I'm so sorry. Please excuse this family drama. I specifically transferred her here from the provincial hospital because I trust you all. Proceed with the surgery as planned. We'll follow Dr. Lin's lead completely. Nurse, go in and talk to Auntie Zhang. Help her relax. Lee Na. You want to talk about your mom's surgery? Fine, but you need to sit down first. Don't move your right leg too much. And don't try to scare me with all this nonsense. Answer me one thing. Were you the one who performed my mom's prenatal checkups? Stand up. The preoperative evaluation was a team effort by the department. So, were you the one who encouraged her to keep the baby? She's 54 with a scarred uterus and an anterior placenta. How could you possibly let her go through with this? Do you have any idea how many horror stories are online about elderly parents having complications? Shouldn't you doctors have tried to talk her out of it? Shouldn't you have told her how high the risks were? Instead, you people not only took her on but let her transfer from the provincial maternal and child health hospital. You transferred her to this city-level hospital. Can your operating room even compare to the provincial one? Can your ICU compare to the one in the provincial capital? Are you done? I am not done. Lin Feng, tell me right now, can you guarantee 100% that this surgery will be successful? If anything happens to my mom on that operating table, can you take responsibility for it? In medicine, there is never a 100% guarantee, and I will not make that kind of promise to you. Recording this is pointless. Your father has already signed the consent form. Even if you block the way now, it won't solve anything. My job is simply to perform this surgery well. Nurse, you are not obligated to stand here and help her record this. However, given your mother's current condition, the mortality rate under my care is nearly 0. Miss Lee, Dr. Lin isn't joking about the embolism. Why don't you go get an ultrasound checkup first? It's a quick exam, just downstairs. Auntie Zhang, don't take what happened earlier to heart. Nana, she's not a bad kid. She's just a bit obsessed with her relationship and has a short temper. Please don't let it bother you. It's okay, just try not to think about it for now. Auntie Zhang, don't get worked up. Let me help you lower your heart rate first. Meng, get the medication. Don't think about anything else right now. Just focus on the fact that you'll see your baby in a little while. Auntie Zhang, the surgery time remains unchanged, 4:30. Now, close your eyes and rest for 20 minutes. Hey, come with me. I need to give you an update on Uncle Lee. Auntie Zhang was quite agitated earlier. Her heart rate and blood pressure were both way too high. I used acupuncture to stabilize her, but from here on out, you must ensure she doesn't get emotionally upset. The surgery plan stays the same. We'll use combined anesthesia. Have general anesthesia ready, and prepare 2,000 milliliters of blood. If an emergency happens during the surgery, I will make the call and adjust the plan on the spot. Your family matters aren't my business. But as a doctor, I still feel obligated to warn you. Your daughter's right leg really does have an issue. I'm not just trying to scare her. The odds of a deep vein thrombosis from a long-haul flight aren't high. But the consequences are serious. Okay, thank you, Dr. Lin. Go and keep Auntie Zhang company. Wait, that's not right. The pre-op ultrasound showed level 2 invasion of the muscle layer, but the data from the true eye scan isn't saying level 2. It has already reached level 3. If we stick to the original plan, the blood loss could exceed 2,000 milliliters within minutes. He Fong, order an additional 2,000 milliliters of blood. Add 1,000 milliliters each of a B-red blood cell suspension and fresh frozen plasma. Use my name to expedite it with the blood bank. Notify Director Chen from anesthesiology right now. Tell him we're switching this to general anesthesia at 3:30, so he needs to be prepared early. And contact Zhou Yonggong. He might not have to scrub in, but I need him waiting in the next room. I got a hold of Director Zhou. He just finished his own surgery. He'll be here once he changes. That's enough, I'll start the first part. He just needs to be here when I need him. You know, your knife work is really something else. The way you carved the boundary of that muscle layer. It's more precise than any OB-GYN I've ever seen. Well, I was a fallen surgical genius once upon a time. Mother and child are safe. Dr. Lin, I've been waiting forever. I thought you'd gone straight home from the OR. I went to the special area to take a shower. The 300,000 bonus Mr. Lee promised was all paid out today, and since it's Friday, we even have the money to treat you. Honestly, we only earned this because of you. We have to take you out for the best meal in Nanjing tonight. The OB-GYN outpatient and inpatient wards are all set. There's someone on duty. We'll make sure the others get their share later. Dr. Lin, I'm Chen Gang. From the blood bank. You might not remember me, but last time you came for blood, you almost tripped running to the delivery room door. I remember, good. Dr. Lin, let me tell you, after Social Security and taxes, my monthly salary comes out to 3,300. 3,300. When my mom found out about the 300,000 that night, she cried for the whole night at home. She said our family must have really hit a stroke of good luck. Dr. Lin, you have no idea. If you hadn't kicked open the door to the OR and rushed in that day, Mr. Lee's temper would have definitely taken it out on all of us. The head of the blood bank was so scared that day he had acid reflux and threw up. Chen gang, now that you've got the money, plan it out well. Don't go on a spending spree. Looking at your body fat percentage, you should eat less barbecue at night. Yeah, just by looking at your build, it's obvious your visceral fat is too high. Plus, the fact that Song Shui was out of breath after just 2 flights of stairs shows your cardiovascular endurance isn't good enough. Ha ha ha, alright, tonight, the meal is on you. Let's go, I'm writing this, you guys follow behind. Two Australian lobster sashimi and 10 pounds of king crab legs. 1 Japanese abalone each, and 2 leopard coral groupers. And add a butter-baked king crab claw. Add that too. Hey, is it possible for me to just get a bowl of white rice? Ha ha ha. Professor Lin, on behalf of everyone here, I'd like to toast you. You know why, no need for me to say more. Dr. Lin, we've seen a lot of surgeons, but you're the first one who actually reads the nursing notes in advance. And you're the first surgeon who takes the initiative to explain the logic behind the medical orders to us. Professor Lin, are you really not drinking at all? A surgeon's hands can't be affected by alcohol. Tomorrow is Saturday. Feng Yun has clinic duty in the morning. He Feng has rounds in the afternoon. 3 residents will be following the surgeries to learn. It's 11:30 now. Your blood alcohol concentration. By the time you start your shift tomorrow morning at 8, there will still be at least 0.02 to 0.03% left. It will affect your energy and focus. You've had enough fun today. Dr. Lin, how are you getting home? Riding your bike? You're going to ride after drinking? I'm drinking water. Professor Lin, you're only 27 years old, but you've got the soul of a 60-year-old. It really is a boy. That's right, 3,200 grams. Mother and child are safe. Why didn't you stop them? I did. I made a scene in the hallway for 20 minutes and pushed the department head. I argued and even recorded it, saying I'd report it to the health commission. And then my dad showed up. He hit me. So he showed up, why didn't you stand your ground and fight back? You got hit, and you just went soft? Li Na, let me tell you something. Do you even know what this means? What kind of background does this Lin Feng have? He's an associate chief physician in the OB-GYN department at Nanjing Hospital. He's been all over the news lately. He saved someone who had an amniotic fluid. I know, I saw it on my feed. That whole 3 million matter, right? He's the one who operated on your mother. Were there any issues with the surgery? Not so far. I heard the nurses say she lost 2,100 milliliters of blood. But it's under control, and her uterus was saved. For the past 3 years, the house in Sydney, my dad's medical bills and the kids' tuition, even the daily household expenses, were all paid for by Li Jiangguo. If Li Jiangguo cuts us off, we won't even be able to renew our visas. It's already a done deal. We should probably go and apologize. I trust our parents will. Shut it, don't you worry about this. You just stay in Nanjing for now and keep playing hardball. I don't know if I can do that. You have to do it, whether you can or not. No matter what, we have to get our hands on a large sum of money. Old Huang, are you awake? Yeah, I'm here. What's up? Help me run a job. 1001. What's the magnitude? Get this all over social media and hit every trending topic. Reliable data shows that the mortality rate for mothers over 40 is 4 times higher than for mothers of the ideal childbearing age. Who would have thought a 54-year-old mother would be forced by her husband to risk her life for a second child? All because of his deep-rooted preference for sons. Expecting her to trade her own life for an heir. Also, about that doctor who's been all over the news lately. He clearly lacks any basic respect for medical ethics. Just for the fame, he treated a patient's life like a joke and pushed through with that surgery. Is his ability actually being overrated? Li Na? The surgery is already over. What was her goal in doing this? Did you see it? I saw it. What should we do? Let's just get to work. The patients are already here. People online are saying such scary things. Should we find another doctor? Mom, people online also say the earth is flat. Do you have any idea how rare it is to have both mother and child survive an amniotic fluid embolism? I traveled all the way back from the provincial capital. And Director Zhou from the provincial maternity hospital personally told me to come straight back and find Lin Feng. Hey everyone, I'm here right now at the Nanjing Hospital. Corridor outside the OB-GYN clinic. You've all seen that post, right? The surgeon is this guy, Lin Feng. Did you hear about how he forced a surgery on a 54-year-old woman yesterday? What do you think about this? What's your take? Go ask him yourself. Why are you asking me? Dr. Lin, sorry to bother you. Could I have a word? That post is still blowing up. 3 local media outlets have called for interviews. Reporters from 2 provincial outlets are already in Nanjing. The administration office has already turned down 4 calls. But we can't keep turning them down forever. My suggestion is, suspend your clinic for today. It would be best if you took some time off to let this blow over. So you don't bring trouble to the hospital. Who told you to come in here? Dean Liu, I was just thinking what? Suspend Lin Feng's clinic? Just because of some internet trolls, we pull him off duty? If we do that, who's ever going to dare take on a high-risk surgery? Who will dare to save lives? If we suspend Lin Feng today, and a mother dies on an operating table at another hospital tomorrow, are you going to take responsibility, Chen? Or am I, Liu Deming? Do you even understand what a placenta procreta is? The ultrasound missed it. Yet they discovered it mid-surgery, controlled 2,100 milliliters of blood loss, saved the uterus, and kept both mother and child safe. Across the whole country, look and see. How many surgeons can perform at that level? Name me 3. Zhang Yufeng's pregnancy was a decision she and her husband made themselves. Furthermore, the pre-op assessment, the informed consent, the discussion of the surgical plan, we didn't make a single mistake in our procedures. As for the claims online that Lin Feng did it for money, that's complete garbage. Lin Feng's performance bonus for that surgery was only 3,000 yuan. Would you risk your career for 3,000 yuan? Dean Liu, I'm not trying to blame Dr. Lin. Dean Liu, I don't mean to blame Dr. Lin. I'm just worried about the public opinion, you know how it is. When it comes to public outcry, regardless of who's right or wrong, the first priority is to cool things down. As for the PR side of it, I'll handle it. Right now, I need you to do 3 things. First, notify the security department. Clear out any social media personnel filming in the outpatient area without authorization. If they don't cooperate, call the police immediately. Second, contact the hospital publicity department. I want an official statement on Zhang Yuping's surgery released by the end of today. Third, regarding your fast-track promotion from associate to full chief physician, I'll submit the materials for the board meeting next Monday. You've got a rare amniotic fluid embolism case and a placenta procreta case under your belt. That's more than enough. If we went by seniority, it would take 10 years. So, we're taking the fast-track route. Nanjing Hospital cannot let talent like you get discouraged. Back to the clinic. Dr. Lin Feng, leave the situation outside to me. Number 5, please come in. True sight activated. Target identity. Medical fraud exposer, Chin Kuei. Concealed device. Hidden behind the hairline near her right ear. A micro pinhole camera, currently live streaming. Purpose of visit. Carrying a standard medical record to bait a misdiagnosis for her stream. Oh, live streaming medical fraud, how interesting. Ms. Chin, please have a seat. Thank you, Dr. Lin. Dr. Lin, I've been trying to conceive for half a year. But I haven't gotten pregnant yet. I've already done a full checkup at another hospital. I brought all the reports. Reach out your hand. I've finished looking at these reports. There's a significant problem. What kind of problem, Ms. Chin? The discrepancy between these reports you brought and your physical condition is just too extreme. What do you mean, Ms. Chin? How much has your weight changed over the last year? 20 kilograms. How long did it take to lose that? About half a year. What method did you use? Diet control and exercise? What kind of exercise? Running? Yoga? Do you often feel a dull discomfort in your upper right abdomen and get bloated after eating greasy food? It's not exactly pain, more like a heavy, stuffed feeling. Occasionally. In the last 6 months, have you taken any weight loss products bought through unofficial channels? Or maybe all natural diet pills? Dr. Lin, I told you, I just lost the weight through regular dieting. I haven't taken anything else. That's strange. Your nail beds are yellowing, which is a clear sign of abnormal bilirubin metabolism. There's a faint yellowish tint on the edge of your sclera, your eye whites. It's hard to see under indoor lighting, but it would be very obvious in daylight. The spacing of the horizontal ridges on your right index and middle fingers is uneven. This indicates that your nail growth was interrupted twice in the last few months. And there are only 2 causes for such interruptions: high fever or acute liver injury. You're 26, your BMI is under 20, and you aren't even overweight. Clinically speaking, this condition is known as non-obese fatty liver. It's quite rare, and after ruling out genetic and metabolic diseases, the most common cause is drug toxicity, and your kidney function isn't doing so well either. My kidney function report is normal. The fake report you brought didn't even check kidney function. Besides, none of the items included blood creatinine or EGF. I'm here to expose a fraud, not to be exposed by you. Miss Chin, that thing stuck behind your ear, is that a micro live stream camera? Huh? Go ahead and stream, I don't mind. But to protect patient privacy, are you sure you want to continue the live stream? I'm sure. Are you really sure? Yes, I'm sure. Since your audience is watching, it's perfect, let them hear this too. Your current physical state isn't suitable for pregnancy, your liver function is abnormal. Your kidney filtration rate is down. Combined, these 2 factors increase your risk of preeclampsia and HELLP syndrome during pregnancy by 4 to 5 times compared to a normal person. If you want to get pregnant, you need to fix these liver and kidney issues first. Looking at your physical condition, you definitely didn't lose weight naturally. You took diet pills. The stuff you took most likely contains banned stimulant ingredients. The pharmacological effects of this substance, besides central nervous system stimulation, suppressing your appetite, and accelerating fat metabolism, also cause hepatotoxicity and damage to the renal tubules. You lost 6 kilograms, and your liver took the brunt of the toxicity while your kidneys handled the rest. You're 26 this year, but your kidney function is already at the level of a 50-year-old. Doctor, is it really that scary? I bought those diet pills through an agent. They were shipped from Myanmar, 40 pills per box. The price was 200, and the WeChat ad said it was a natural Thai herbal formula. No side effects. I thought I'd struck gold. But that's not even the most serious part. There is another abnormality in your body, based on my experience. You likely have a syphilis infection, currently in the latent stage with no symptoms. That's why you don't know yet. You. The medical reports you brought didn't include RPR or TPHA tests, so it hasn't been detected yet. You don't have any visible skin or mucosal changes right now. You won't know until the secondary symptoms appear, like red rashes on your palms and soles. But by then, you'll already be contagious. If you get pregnant without knowing, the syphilis spirochetes can cross the placenta, leading to congenital syphilis. The mild cases result in skin and bone deformities, while severe cases end in a stillbirth. No. A blogger with 1 million followers got exposed by a doctor? And he even found syphilis? Where's the top donor? Top donor, say something. Wait. Share. Where's the top donor? The diet pills? Damn, how did he know? Wait, the diet pills? He just took her pulse and, syphilis? Oh my god, she's finished. I've been taking those diet pills too, is that how it works? Oh my god, a blogger with 1 million followers got exposed by a doctor, and he even found syphilis. Where's the top donor? Top donor, say something. Wait. I've been taking diet pills. I had dinner with him last week. It was a shared meal. Wait, is someone there? Holy crap, how did he become a total slob? I'm going to the hospital for a checkup right now. If it turns out I have it, what if those diet pills? Are you kidding me? You're finished. I'm going to. It was just that one time I was drunk, and we didn't use any protection. I caught it from that? No, that's impossible. If it's true, my world is going to collapse. . Do you still want to go through with this? Go through with what? How could I possibly go through with anything now? This isn't exposing a scam, I'm the one who's been scammed. And I got exposed right in front of all my fans. I suggest you head out this afternoon to get an RPR and TPPA confirmatory test. If it comes back positive, the treatment plan for syphilis is very well established. It's benzathine penicillin, 2.4 million units, via intramuscular injection. Once a week for 3 weeks. The cure rate is close to 100%. Don't put it off. The sooner you treat it, the better. As for the diet pills, go back and get a full panel for your liver and kidney function, including ALT, AST, GGT. Serum creatinine, blood urea nitrogen, and cystatin C. I suspect your transaminase levels won't look great. If the liver damage is significant, you might need some liver support therapy for a while. As for trying to conceive, wait until your kidney function recovers, the syphilis is cured, and the RPR test turns negative, at least 6 months after all that before you even think about it. Dr. Lin? I'm sorry, next patient please. That's him, right? The one from the live stream earlier. Stay back, don't get too close. This is social suicide, isn't it? An influencer with 1 million followers goes for a fertility consultation, only to find out they have a latent health issue instead. Hey everyone, this is huge. The genius doctor at Nanjing First Hospital's OB-GYN department just made a spot on diagnosis. Took him 6 seconds to turn the tables. Exposed the illegal diet pills and the latent health issue all at once. Can he even keep his persona up after this? Look closely. I just went and got checked. It's double positive. Last Tuesday, it was last Tuesday. He told me he was single. Said he never goes to nightclubs and that he passed out after just 2 glasses of red wine. I was such a fool to believe his lies. I'm going to find a lawyer tomorrow. I'm going to sue him for intentional transmission. Hurry up and go to a private hospital to get your blood drawn. If there's an issue, get it treated. If there's nothing wrong, then my reputation won't be ruined. What is your response to this incident? Is this rumor true? People are saying you had contact with that person last week. Was that intentional? Are you still promoting that product that's rumored to be dangerous? Have any of your fans reported physical harm after using it? Get lost. Stop filming. I'm not sick. Ah. If you're not sick, why are you running? Get him. Influencer weighs clinic visit, trending at number 5, blowing up. Top donor tests double positive, trending at number 6. Nanjing First Hospital OB-GYN ace, Lin Feng, trending at number 7. Good, very good, excellent. Heaven really is helping Nanjing First Hospital. That influencer Wei actually came here to expose us. Lin Feng ended up hitting back instead. Dean Chen, this turnaround happened so fast, I feel like we're dreaming. Dreaming? This is just raw talent backing it up. You can't handle this kind of sudden, massive windfall without real skills. Dr. Lin's world-class medical expertise is the best PR our hospital has. Listen to me, old Chen. While we have this huge surge of organic traffic, post the entire surgical process of Zhang Yufen's operation immediately. Pre-operative assessment, informed consent forms, surgical plan discussions, intraoperative findings, combined repairs, blood loss management, post every single bit of it on the hospital's official website. Sync it to all our official social media accounts. Use the most hardcore medical data to slap those internet trolls in the face. Let them see what a real medical miracle looks like. And what the true backbone of Nanjing First Hospital really is. I'll contact the publicity department right away. I'll make sure it has graphics and text. I'll add some science outreach too, explaining just how dangerous placenta procreta really is. It'll highlight Dr. Lin's skills even more. Go, do it now. Also, speed up the paperwork for Lin Feng's exceptional promotion to chief physician. It must pass at Monday's executive meeting. Understood. Ha ha ha. Let me see how that doctor from Nanjing First Hospital is doing now. Has Li Jiangguo cracked under the pressure yet and sent a message to compromise? Ms. Wei, look, something's not right. The top 10 trending lists are still rising, it's viral. What on earth is going on? This doctor is too insane. This time, the trolls kicked a real steel wall. What kind of troll farm is this? They took the money but didn't do the job. Old Huang, what the hell are you doing? I dropped 100,000 into this, and I haven't seen a single ripple. The comment section is filled with praise for that doctor. Where are your people? Boss Zhao, it's not that I'm not trying, but this morning, a 1 million follower. Fake busting influencer tried to bait him and expose him as a fraud. The doctor took his pulse for 6 seconds. And literally stripped him down to his secrets. He didn't even miss the guy's latent syphilis. More importantly, the top-ranked fan went to get blood work done overnight. And live-streamed the confirmation. Our posts have been completely crushed by the backlash. Diagnosing latent syphilis just by taking a pulse? Is he a doctor or a fortune teller? So what do we do? Keep throwing money at it? Even with more money, it's useless. Nanjing Hospital just released the entire process of that Zhang Yufan surgery. Multiple OB-GYN experts have shared it with their real names, and even the provincial state media is liking the posts. Boss Zhao, I can't take this order anymore. If I keep going, my small company is going to get investigated. I'm refunding the rest of your money. Let's just part ways on good terms. As it happens, my wife is preparing for her 3rd pregnancy. And I'm planning to have that doctor give her a thorough checkup to see how to get her in shape. Are you kidding me? I hired you to stir up the narrative and blow up public opinion. Not to send your wife over for a checkup. And you're refunding the money? You're so noble, aren't you? You're so righteous. So that makes me the clown, right? 4 mm deep vein thrombosis in the right leg. That's what Lin Feng said in the hallway yesterday. This is almost identical to what was said in the amniotic fluid and vascular examination report. I can't believe the surgery risk for my mom was this high. Yet, Lin Feng saved her, and he even managed to save her uterus. Wait, the details in this article are too precise. Only a family member would know these things. But I never said anything. The medical staff at Nanjing First Hospital wouldn't. Possibly sabotage their own careers. There's only one other person who knows. It has to be you, Tai Hang. Hello? Are you the one behind that article online? HMPH, you're only seeing it now? So it really was you. Have you lost your mind? You said you had a way to fix this? You call spreading lies and attacking my father and the surgeon online fixing it? What part of what I said was wrong? Your dad is over 50 and insisted on having a son. If that's not being sexist, what is? That doctor named Lin dared to take on such a high-risk surgery. Wasn't he just doing it to show off and make money? You have no idea what you're talking about. Lin Feng saved my mother's life on that operating table. If it weren't for Lin Feng, she might not have even made it off the table. I don't care about this Lin Feng or whoever he is. Your dad hit you in front of everyone. He's trying to cut off our financial support in Sydney. He's trying to ruin my whole family. If I don't make a big scene, if I don't drag that doctor's reputation through the mud, and ruin your father's name, how do you expect him to compromise? How else would the hospital feel the pressure? Once public opinion starts brewing, your father, for the sake of his pride, and the hospital, to quiet the storm. They'll eventually have to give in and split the family assets, won't they? It's called playing the game, do you understand? I've been married to you for 8 years, Zhao Weekan. For your sake, I've taken money from my own family time and time again to support your entire clan in Australia. My mother just barely survived that surgery, and you, just to force my father to keep paying up. You're even plotting against the man who saved her life. You are a... The hospital followed every regulation, and Dr. Lin's skill and character are beyond reproach. These cheap, dirty tactics of yours won't get you anything but shame. Li Na, have you lost your mind? Aren't you supposed to be on my side? Who do you think I'm doing all of this for? It's for our family. It's so you and the 3 kids can keep living comfortably. For me, I think you're just doing it for yourself. Without my father's money, you're just someone who couldn't even afford to raise a dog. Fine, very well. Li Na, you listen to me carefully. If you can't handle your father and make him unblock those cards, and keep the monthly payments coming, then we are getting a divorce right now. Our 3 children are Australian citizens and they all carry my last name, Zhao. You won't get custody of a single one of them. I'll make sure you never see your own children again. Let's talk outside. Mr. Lee, something has happened. Starting this morning, this article has been all over the internet. It paints you as a monster who only wants a son and doesn't care if his wife lives or dies. It also smears Dr. Lin Feng as a greedy, corrupt doctor who plays fast and loose with human lives. Episode 5, The Son-in-Law. A baby-making machine? That's an extreme case of gender bias. And that heartless doctor, blinded by greed, just a miracle healer hyped up by the media. Sir, right after you gave the order yesterday afternoon, the finance department froze everything immediately. The 2 supplementary cards under Zhao Weekend's name were blocked, and as for that trading company, the payments that were supposed to go out yesterday have been stopped as well. The timing lines up perfectly. That Zhao Weekend, what a piece of work. I've supported him for 7 years, provided for his entire family. Not only does he have no sense of gratitude, but now, to force me into giving him money. He's actually trying to destroy the very person who pulled my wife back from the gates of death. Contact the legal department immediately. Get me the top-tier law firm in the provincial capital. Also, reach out to the mainstream media in Nanjing and the capital. I'm holding a press conference. I don't care if I have to throw my reputation in the mud, or if everyone starts gossiping about our family business. I refuse to let a true healer like Dr. Lin Feng be treated so unfairly. Dad, I was wrong. Those articles online, Zhao Weekend hired bots to spread them. He just admitted it to me over the phone. He said if he made a big enough scene, you'd give in to save face and send the money you blocked back to him. He also said if I didn't help him get the money, he'd divorce me. Take all 3 kids and never let me see them again. Dad, I really didn't know he would turn into someone like this. He wasn't like this before. You were just blinded by love. You thought he loved you, but all he loved was my money. I bought you a villa in Sydney, covered all your living and medical expenses. And what did I get in return? You both conspiring to scam me? Him stabbing me in the back? Your mother just had major surgery. She can't handle this stress. Stop your sniveling. Who are you trying to impress? There's no time for a press conference. The online rumors are spreading too fast. Take your phone and record a video of me right now, high definition, no edits. I'm posting it online myself. To all the netizens out there, I am Lee Jiangguo, the husband mentioned in those viral articles about a 54-year-old having a second child. Today, I am here to clarify a few things and provide the relevant evidence. First, my wife, Zhang Yufan, giving birth to this child was a decision we made together as a couple. There is no such thing as treating my wife like a baby-making machine. Over these 7 years, my son-in-law, Zhao Weekend, moved into our home, but he broke his promise, insisting that all 3 children take his surname. In Sydney, we spent over 15 million yuan on various expenses for them, and this is the betrayal and calculation I get in return. These are the bank records of every transfer I made to their overseas accounts over the last 7 years. Every single transaction is perfectly clear, totaling over 15 million yuan. Second, regarding the Nanjing First Hospital and Dr. Lin Feng. My wife's condition was extremely critical. A level 3 placenta percreta that was missed in the pre-op ultrasound. It was Dr. Lin Feng who, with his incredible surgical skill right there on the operating table, worked with experts from the urology department to save my wife's life. And saved her uterus as well. Here are all the receipts for this surgery, totaling 23,140 yuan. Insurance covered a portion, and the out-of-pocket cost was less than 10,000. The claim online that Dr. Lin Feng disregarded human life for money is absolute nonsense. That article was posted by Zhao Weekend because I cut off his financial support. He's just trying to use public opinion online to force me to give in and pay him. Dr. Lin Feng is a savior to my whole family. Anyone who dares to drag his name through the mud online, I, Lee Jiangguo, will hold them accountable even if it costs me my entire fortune. Zhao Weekend, just wait for your legal notice. Use all of the company's official accounts, and any influencers you can get in touch with. Post it across all platforms and pay to get it trending. Get it to the #1 spot. Stop worrying about the Zhao Weekend situation. Let's get you admitted to the hospital first, Dad. I'm sorry. You've been running non-stop for 6 hours since this morning, yet your energy is still this high. Did the system reward actually go and improve my physical capabilities too? Dr. Lin, look, Meishia the top donor is crying about the video Mr. Lee cleared up. And there's the uterine-sparing surgery for placenta precreta that our hospital just introduced. These are all the payment receipts for this surgery, 20,224. The total comes to 23,140 yuan. The out-of-pocket portion is less than 10,000. The claim online that Dr. Lin Feng disregarded human life for money is absolute nonsense, even in a municipal hospital setting. To be able to perfectly handle a level 3 placenta precreta, Dr. Lin Feng's surgical technique is textbook perfection. A heart of compassion and masterful skill. Doing a major surgery like this for 23,000 yuan, this is charity, isn't it? The son-in-law is ungrateful and even smears his own savior. That's disgusting. Dr. Lin is incredible. I want to give Dr. Lin my full support. As long as my medical skills are top-notch, people will naturally clear my name. When the reputation value reaches 60,000 points, the system will, through reasonable and legal academic influence and industry endorsement channels, help you join a top-tier national medical association. Not bad. Before I knew it, I'm already on my way to becoming an industry giant. Dr. Lin, old Chen says the materials for your exceptional promotion to senior physician are already being compiled. They'll be announced next week. Everyone is saying this speed has broken the hospital's record. Got it. Go get back to work. Next number, please. Dr. Lin, the next number isn't a regular patient. Gu Mingda is here. He brought Chen Xiang and his secretary with him. They're in special examination room number 1 right now. He says this add-on slot belongs to them. He wants you to come over right now. I see. Dr. Lin, it's quite lively online today. It seems my judgment was correct. You really do have some impressive skills. Mr. Gu, you didn't come here just to watch the spectacle, did you? Next Wednesday is too slow. I want to see the report today. Didn't you say before that the pen in a doctor's hand only writes the truth? Today, I want you to write a report on the truth. I can write the report. But you cannot view someone else's report without their personal consent. The prerequisite for any medical exam is that Lin Shuyan herself is willing. The examination results are patient privacy. You are just the fiancé. Since you are not his legal guardian, you have no right to demand access to his records. Dr. Lin, are you asking him to discuss his private medical information with me? He signed an agreement with me if his premarital health screening proves he's unfit for reproduction. Clause 21 of our agreement stipulates a penalty of 2 million. So, regardless of whether he agrees or not, I must see his report immediately. Gu Mingda, you don't need to say a word. Chen Xiang, I'm only asking you, are you willing to undergo the examination? Dr. Lin, have you forgotten? I can have the equipment department pull 2 of your ultrasound machines. I can also stall any other procedures. This is a hospital, not your personal disciplinary office. Once we're outside that door, you can target me all you want. But inside my clinic, you have no authority to make decisions for my patient. The choice is yours. I am willing to have the checkup. But give the results to me first. You, get out. Chen Xiang, do you realize what you're saying? I do. Then I'll say it again, get out. Mr. Gu, the patient has explicitly asked you to step aside. Either you leave or today's examination ends right now. You're making the decision for him. No, this is the first time he's making a decision for himself. Fine, I'll leave. You'd better think this through. You can't just talk your way out of the agreement. I'm not trying to run from it. I just want to know for once, what's actually going on with my body. My uterine lining is still thin, and my hormone levels haven't fully returned to the ideal range. Am I still unfit for childbirth? No. Based on current findings, the report cannot definitively conclude that you are unable to have children. Really? So there's no evidence to prove I can't? None at all. Then what about clause 21 in his agreement? That is a matter for the lawyers to handle. I have no idea. Chen Xiang, give me the report. I will not let you see this report. Don't forget, 2 million is not a small sum of money. Whether I have to pay that or not is for the lawyers to decide. I can accept treatment and I can accept the truth in this report. But I will not accept being treated like a piece of merchandise you're inspecting. Lin Feng, do you really think that just because I can't see the report, there's nothing I can do to him? That is not a concern for me. Gu Mingda, stop making a scene here. I'll discuss the rest with you myself. It's time we re-evaluated this premarital agreement of ours. Chen sighing, are you absolutely determined to burn bridges with me today? It's not just today. It's that I've finally realized you never really saw me as your fiancé. Without me, how will you pay back the 2 million? Whether I have to pay or not is for the lawyers to decide. Even starting from scratch is better than spending my whole life being inspected by you because of some contract. Please do not continue to occupy this medical space with your personal disputes. I'll take care of the report myself. As for the wedding, let's wait until the lawyer has reviewed the agreement. Dr. Lin, he wouldn't really go and block the equipment department, would he? Just let the process take its course. The hospital isn't his personal office for settling scores. Dr. Lin, we meet again. Chairman Li has a matter to discuss. My wife was discharged smoothly this morning, and both she and the baby are doing very well. Chairman Li and Mr. Wang have set up a gathering at Quihu Shuixie tonight. They are waiting specifically for you to drop by. Understood. Brother Lin, finally, you're here. Thank you so much. You've been quite busy today, haven't you? You've been trending all day long. Brother Lin, my wife is out of the hospital, and the baby is doing great. The best decision I've ever made in my life was going to Nanjing First Hospital that day. You didn't just save my wife and child, you saved our entire family. Mr. Li, since we're meeting today, there are a few things I need to go over with you in person. Go ahead. Even though your wife's amniotic fluid embolism was successfully treated, the damage that Dick caused to her coagulation system usually takes 3 to 6 months to fully recover. During this period, there are a few things you must keep in mind. First, within 42 days after discharge, no tub baths or sexual activity. I understand, I've noted that. Second, her postpartum diet should focus on high protein and iron. You can rotate things like pig liver, duck blood, and spinach, but don't just pile on expensive supplements like fish maw, abalone, or bird's nest. I'm saying this specifically for you. If you really want to spend money, you're better off spending it on a professional postpartum nanny. I've noted that down. Third, and this is the most important one. Your wife is an older mother and has a history of Dick. Her risk of postpartum depression will be 4 times higher than that of an average mother. After you go home, watch out for any changes in her mood. If it lasts for more than 2 weeks, with low moods, insomnia, and loss of interest, don't brush it off as her being dramatic. And don't dismiss it as just postpartum mood swings. If this happens, contact me immediately. I've got it. Alright, Lao Li. Let's not be so serious, Brother Lin. I was stunned when I saw those short videos today. Did you really diagnose that fake fighting influencer with syphilis just by checking his pulse? I had no choice, he came to the live stream and asked for it. Ha ha ha, Lao Li. The dating scene in Nanjing is going to change forever. What girl could possibly hide anything from Lin Feng? That's true. It looks like premarital health screenings are really necessary. Ha ha ha, I won't touch that topic. By the way, Brother Lin, since your pulse reading skills are so accurate, why don't you check his too? I've been feeling a stiffness in the back of my neck lately, like I can't lift it properly. See if it's a cervical spine issue. Since you mentioned it, I'll join in too. For the past 6 months, I've been feeling exhausted easily. My energy just isn't what it used to be. Alright, let's look at Mr. Li first. Mr. Li, you spend all your time in the office and have many social engagements. Your liver and gallbladder system are under constant high stress. The pulse on the left here is a classic sign of liver and gallbladder damp heat. Do you often feel a dull pain under your right ribs, especially after drinking alcohol or eating something greasy? It's much more obvious. Actually, yes. I always thought it was an old gallbladder issue. The gallbladder is indeed having some trouble. The gallbladder wall is rough, with some mild biliary sludge. But it hasn't reached the point where surgery is necessary. What you really need to pay attention to isn't your gallbladder. Then what is it? It's your kidney function. It's not about drinking too much water, it's that your renal tubular reabsorption is declining. Once you go back, check two indicators. Yes. One is cystatin C, and the other is urine microalbumin. If both are on the high side, it's an early warning signal from your kidneys. You mean, my kidneys are already starting to have problems? It hasn't reached the level of a real problem yet, but if you keep ignoring it, that day will come soon. Your situation is essentially caused by a long-term high purine diet. Combined with frequent alcohol consumption, uric acid crystals are slowly building up. This causes chronic damage to the renal tubules and interstitium, among business owners over 40. This condition is actually very common, but most people just don't take it seriously. Starting today, the combination of beer and seafood needs to be crossed off your menu entirely. Thanks. It's your turn. Come on, I can take it. Mr. Wong, you just said your neck feels stiff? Yeah, sometimes it's a struggle just to turn my head. It crackles like firecrackers. Your C4 and C5 cervical vertebrae have mild bulging. It hasn't reached the level of a full herniation yet. You don't need surgery, but if you keep working in your current posture. I'm guessing you're used to holding your phone in your right hand, with your left elbow propped on the desk. And your head tilted to the right to look at the screen, right? Keep at it for another 2 years. And those C4 and C5 discs won't just be bulging, they'll be herniated. By then, your right hand will go numb, and your grip strength will drop. You'll even have trouble holding a pen to sign a contract. Also, the palmar fascia of your right hand is starting to thicken, and the muscles in your thenar and hypothenar eminences are quite tight. These are early signs of depletrans contracture. Since you're a mining boss, you must have done manual labor when you were younger, right? I did. That explains it. The physical wear and tear from your youth, combined with your hand habits at the office, is causing the palmar fascia to slowly thicken. Try bending your right little finger now. Get an ultrasound of your hand when you get back to confirm the extent of the fascial thickening. If it's less than 5 millimeters, we can keep it under control with acupuncture and local injections. If it's over 5 millimeters, we'll have to consider surgical release. You can even figure that out just by touch? Taking a pulse is about observing the overall flow of qi and blood. Plus, I noticed when you picked up your teacup just now, the flexion angle of your little finger was already limited. It's not hard to tell. Brother Lin, with talent like yours, you'd be considered a national treasure in any country. You're too kind. Brother Lin, the reason I invited you here today, besides wanting to thank you and catch up, is that there's actually a big matter I'd like to discuss with you. Brother Lin, you're being wasted staying at a public hospital. No matter how you look at it, Nanjing Hospital is just a municipal grade A hospital. It's not even in the top 15 in the province. Even if you become a senior attending physician, your take-home pay won't be 20,000, and your surgery performance bonuses won't be anything extraordinary. That ectopic pregnancy surgery you performed today, the number of people in the country who can reach that level can be counted on one hand, yet what kind of performance bonus did you get? Hey, Brother Lin. Isn't this just absurd? Old Wong and I have been discussing this for a long time. We want to do something big, with Old Wong and me leading the charge. We're pulling together dozens of core members from the Provincial Chamber of Commerce to invest 10 billion in total. We want to acquire 300 mu of land in the heart of the Nanjing Development Zone to build a world-class private hospital with hardware that far exceeds any top-tier tertiary hospital in the country. Da Vinci surgical robots, PET quart scanners, 3 Tesla MRIs, ECMO, hybrid operating rooms. Whatever equipment you want, Brother Lin, you don't need to put up a single cent. Just nod your head and become the director, and with your skills and reputation, you'll immediately take 50% of the equity. You'll be the largest shareholder. 50% of 10 billion, that's 5 billion. Top-of-the-line equipment and unlimited budget. The best team and absolutely no Zhao Deshang. No equipment department holding you back, and no administrative bureaucracy pushing you around. It sounds perfect, truly. But behind that $10 billion capital investment are dozens of top-tier tycoons. The underlying logic of a high-end private hospital, when it comes down to it, is serving people who can afford it. Ordinary people will never be able to step through those doors. Mr. Lee, Mr. Wong. I can't agree to this. Brother Lin, do you feel like the terms aren't good enough? We can talk about the equity ratio again, 60% is fine too. And your director's salary is separate. You just name your price. It's not about the money. I appreciate your kindness. With a 10 billion investment and the networking resources you have behind you, the hardware will definitely be top-notch, but the problem isn't the hardware. The underlying logic of a private hospital is profitability. Over time, resource allocation, scheduling systems, and even research directions will inevitably lean toward high-net-worth clients. Today, I'm willing to spend 10 minutes performing a procedure to save a 22-year-old girl. Because that pittance of a performance bonus has nothing to do with my clinical decisions. But in a private hospital? In that same time, I could do 5 high-end medical checkups worth 50,000. I don't want to test my own nature. But you're stuck in a public hospital on a fixed salary, tied up by institutional red tape. How much can you really achieve? It's true that it's absurd, but at least in a public hospital, the scalpel in my hand is free. Whether I choose to cut or not to cut, whether to save or not to save, the only standard is what is best for the patient. It's not about what's best for the balance sheet. Brother Lin, I hear what you're saying. I won't pressure you. Just sit on this for now. If the day comes when you've changed your mind, or if the hospital really makes it impossible for you to stay, 10 billion will be ready for you at any time. What exactly are you after, anyway? I'm just after some peace of mind whenever I wear this white coat. Ha ha ha. By the way, old Wong. That business with Sue Warner, what happened with that? Don't even mention it. Why? It makes me furious just thinking about it. That woman, ever since that night Brother Lin exposed her on the spot, within 72 hours, her whole world collapsed. I had the legal team working through the night to sort out the evidence, looking at the criteria for fraud one by one, demanding large sums of money under the pretext of marriage. She deliberately hid the fact that she was pregnant and even forged medical reports. The most outrageous part is that she appeared innocent on the surface. In reality, she had 9 abortions. 9 times. I'm nearly 50 years old. I thought I'd seen it all, but when I heard that number, I was genuinely shocked. This situation is truly ugly, but the prosecutor's office acted very quickly. The fraud amount was finalized at 2,600,000, including jewelry, bags, and a car. Even that credit card with over 300,000 spent on it was all counted. It definitely qualifies as an exceptionally large amount. That's 10 years to start. Has she been sentenced yet? Not yet, but it probably won't be less than 10 years. The platform she was on went crazy too. 3 million followers wiped out overnight. The people in the comments who used to call her the ceiling of innocent desire are now turning around and bashing her elsewhere. The internet has no memory, but it does have an instinct for kicking a person when they're down. The funniest part is her family. Her mom was living off the money her daughter scammed. She bought 5 apartments and a Mercedes GLE back in their hometown. After everything came out, the court seized it all. Her mom even went to the detention center to cause a scene. Not to visit her daughter, but to yell at her for being wasteful. Yelling at her for ruining the whole family. Brother Lin, I have to propose a toast to you. About Sue Wan's case, I just performed the examinations a doctor is supposed to do. The fact that you didn't forge anything that's supposed to do of yours really saved my reputation. That's why I say a person like you, whether in a public or private hospital, you're a pillar of strength wherever you go. Keep a close eye on the newborn's jaundice over the next few days. Watch for any changes in skin and eye color. Don't rush into breastfeeding. Focus on the mother's recovery first, and don't let her get too stressed out. I've noted that down. It's getting late. Xiao Wang, take Brother Lin back. No, I'll just ride my bike back. That's way too far. It's at least 15 kilometers from here to Wanfu village. If your e-bike runs out of power halfway, what are you going to do? This distance is absolutely fine for me. Old Lee, do you think he really doesn't want it, or does he think it's not enough? He thinks it's dirty. That's like saying our money isn't clean. It's not about the money. He's not afraid that our money will dirty his hands. He's afraid that once he has too much money, his heart will become dirty. A man who rejects 5 billion. What more can I say? His future achievements will surely be even higher than we can imagine. Dr. Lin, your bike has been checked. The battery is fully charged. The tire pressure is set to normal, and I had the mechanic oil the chain while he was at it. The seat is still warm. It's chilly out tonight. That was very thoughtful of you. Alright, please thank Mr. Lee and Mr. Wong for me. My God, 5 billion. How can you be so at peace in a white coat? A doctor's original intention, doing what's best for the patient. Couldn't you also do what's best for the patient with 5 billion? Alright. If money is gone, you can earn more. But if you lose your original intention, you can never get it back. The problem is, 5 billion is also gone and won't come back. Stop thinking about it, or you're going to fall apart. Let's get some sleep. Every cause has its effect.